Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tabletop. My name is Daniel, and today we are joined by the full party once again of Xavier, Nick, and Gary. Well, Nick, what are we doing today?
Last time you guys decided you were going to head on out to the islands in search of fire dragons and the Ark of Embodiment, who is said to live on the island somewhere out here.
Alright. Well, right now we're still in Fiore, just sitting on a blimp, correct? I have just made a lovely ornamental hold for the teleportation device. And I think that's about it. I don't really remember that much about what happened last week.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of why I wanted to rewatch it before this time, because I don't remember that much of it either.
Yeah, give me a second here. I'm opening up the Tabletop Geeks. I'm just gonna... Oh, we fixed the moon. Oh my god, we fixed the moon last episode?
Hello, everyone, back to the Tabletop.
Wait, I thought that was the time before last.
No, that was last time. Okay.
Okay, that would explain why I wasn't remembering all that much stuff, because I was thinking that fixing the moon was the time before last time.
Yeah, so we fixed the moon. Came back to Eushora.
You found out that the second trade war had kicked off.
Yeah, and then...
and then you decided we're not going to get involved with that. We're gonna go continue our Ark hunt and also look for dragons. I should note that that Steel is very, very happy that you guys are not getting involved with the second trade war.
Yeah, we've caused Steel enough heartache.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, I don't know if you remember this. We still need to do your full backstory session at some point. But yes, you and Steel both fought in the first trade war, and it was not a pleasant affair. Like, Fantasy World War I is basically what this was.
Yeah, and that's basically how I got my Godslayer stuff, is from that.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I lost everyone. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so, I guess... Yeah, we're in the blimp, looking around. Is the blimp all fixed? I'm assuming it is.
Yeah, you guys spent like a week, I believe, making sure it was all patched up and everything. It has been repaired and repainted, I believe, with the guild symbol on one side.
Oh,
and,
yeah, so...
and something of Rook's Choice on the other side.
Yeah, so it was the guild symbol, Rook's Choice, Xavier got the back end, and I got the front end, and I don't think we decided what we painted, but me and Xavier painted. I think I'm probably gonna...
remember to decide this.
Don't I?
I'm probably gonna put Yurus's, like, symbol on that.
Well,
Alright.
A guy painted a ball or something.
Yeah, no, a guy did the hanging balls from the end.
Yes, that's right. I do remember a guy saying that, and then everybody else was like, "Yeah, we're gonna scrub that off as soon as he's not looking."
No, I think I was the only one who said that. I'm pretty sure Rook was on board. Like,
oh, you gave your blimp nuts.
I remember. I feel like Rook said that would be funny.
Yeah, I think I did.
I don't know, but all right. So we've got the mother eye symbol, a pair of truck nuts, and the symbol of the god of adventure.
And then whatever Rook put. Do you just paint your name? Just put Rook on one side?
Just the portrait of me.
Does Rook have a family crest, and if so, is it a chess Rook?
Oh, that could be a pretty good idea. I was either thinking that, or I could commission someone to paint a really intricate picture of me along the side of the blimp.
Really?
Just put your face on the
Like you
blimp.
know how those old airplanes have like pen-ups on them?
Yeah,
It's like one of those.
Rook. Oh my, that would be amazing. Oh, if you so desire, you can commission
It
a
could be
painter.
that, but it's him holding up a chess piece that's a rook.
Oh ho ho.
Oh,
'Cause you could probably fairly easily commission somebody to do this in town for maybe a 1,000 jewels or so.
I'll go ahead and do that then.
Have a little. I also just accidentally muted myself. I'm trying to like. That's interesting.
I love the fact that you guys are so wealthy now too that you've just decided to like abandon actually taking any paying jobs. Just go do what you want.
Yeah. This is it's good.
I actually don't have as much money as Lucky does. I only still have like 500,000.
Well, you also have to keep in mind I carry the party's bank fund, like the party's fund.
Yeah, that's true.
So I have a lot of money.
He's got all the shared money, which is why he always gets guilted into paying for everything.
Yeah. Although, where's my inventory? There's my inventory.
Going or
I did not hear you, X. What?
are we gonna get going?
Yeah, we're just chilling around, getting the blimp set.
Yep. Well, the question to this is, where are you guys setting course to? As you can see, this is an island chain, and you would know that the original volcano that caused the explosion was actually kind of here-ish.
Oh, that's pretty close to Fiore.
Can't see it.
Yep. This all was connected to Fiore at one point.
Do we want to start with like this island first and start moving down?
I think so. Yeah, going like the nearest island and then work
Like
our
a
way
little
out.
zigzag pattern, kind of.
Yeah.
I can't see the map.
Oh yeah, I guess that's an important thing.
Hey, let me screen share because you're already streaming.
All right.
All right. Can you see it? Excuse
I
me.
mean, it's fine, but
Okay. All right. So I guess let's hop in the blimp.
All right. You guys gonna head on out here.
Yep.
And making course
Right
for this
over
small
here.
island. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you doing the dots to follow the travel? Dot.
No. I was getting ready to draw settlements and stuff as you guys.
Oh. Gotcha.
You know.
Okay.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So I mean, I guess I could give us a little dot line here if you wanted, but
No, I was just gonna laugh at you. I was gonna be like, oh no, we get to mark this like precisely.
I did that for Xavier's backstory session for the primary reason that he was wandering randomly and I was rolling 6-sided dice with each side being a direction, or 8-sided dice with each side being a direction.
1 second. I'm gonna ask my aunt for her Wi-Fi password, so I'll be right back.
All right. Our guy is currently not here anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically he is, just not until he just jumps and yeets himself off the.
What do you mean?
Oh, I didn't know we had gotten into the blimp yet. I didn't know the whole like him yeeting himself off.
Oh, I'm jumping right in here. I'm assuming we need a marker for you guys. Where is all your stuff?
Hold on, blimp. This is our blimp.
How about this? Get a dice.
I was just gonna grab the party tokens again here. I don't know why yours isn't here though, Rook.
Uh,
I'll have to spawn it again. That's fine though. No, yes, this is what we used for the blimp before, actually.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll put a...
little tiny Death Leaper.
Oh man.
We don't need the Death Leaper yet. Come on.
Ah, shit.
It's gonna sit up there ominously until the day that I actually throw one at you, and then you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah, I'm gonna laugh.
It's gonna happen one day.
It
I just have
will.
to you're not expecting. What
How big can I make this?
do you mean?
This is just fucking huge.
Oh my god.
I thought you had it up to the max thing. I didn't know. Hold on.
No,
I'm trying to scale it back to what it was, and so I just kind of like looked away, then looked up. I was checking chat, like, and then looked up and saw that it covered like half the damn thing. Okay.
My ass.
So we set sail for Kyle.
The guy is over here. This one, I need to grab a whatchamacallit, the right one for.
Sorry, I'm back.
I
Oh,
was
I'm back.
Onion Knight, I
Welcome
think?
back.
Wasn't I?
I think
Yes.
you're Onion Knight too.
Which say was it the regular colored onion knight, the blue one, or the green one?
I think it was the blue one.
Why do I have? Why do I have 34 emails?
Blue one.
I have so many problems with the fact
Yep,
that I have
that's it.
34 emails right now.
There we go. I'm gonna put you on top, Rook, because you're flying the bloom.
Okie dokie.
But yes, a guy left behind in Fiore.
Poor little
I gotta
baby.
grab my banjo. I forgot.
Wilhelm
Doesn't-
screams out.
He doesn't even attempt to fly, he just disappears into the fog below.
I just imagine we're like here, and he just goes yeet and falls out of the ship.
None of you are entirely sure exactly where he's at. Maybe he'll catch back up eventually. But yes, the blimp is moving far too quickly.
Yeah, he's just doing the side jobs. He's gonna come back and be like a millionaire.
I like the idea that Lucky you're like out on the main deck with a guy when he does this, and then like Rook is in the pilot's area steering the ship, and you just like stare for a few seconds and like slowly walk over there and be like, "Well, the guy's gone."
I just kind of walk over and I'm like, so, Rook, buddy, pal, amigo, Haba. Yeah. Oh, is Haba? Did we take Haba? I think we took
I think we
Haba.
took Papa, yeah.
Yeah, you said you wanted to bring him.
Yeah, good, good.
You've
He's our
officially
favorite.
promoted him to full member of the team.
Yes, good. I wanted that. So,
You guys are seriously robotic. Sorry.
I think it's your connection because I keep seeing you disconnect and reconnect. Honestly, I think you were better off before you connected to Wi-Fi.
Okay.
yeah, but no, like, I just walk up and I'm like, so, a guy just yeeted himself off the ship. He just chucked himself off. I don't know where he's going.
I should be surprised, but I'm not.
You really shouldn't be. This is like a regular Tuesday.
I heard him scream something about a banjo, but it didn't look.
Yeah, he was like, ah, shit, forgot my banjo. Goodbye.
Well, I'm not turning this thing around.
All right. Haba, your
This
opinion?
thing is,
And he just kind of looks down and he says, "Oh, we're over the water. I'm sure he's fine."
I mean, we're pretty high up.
He can fit in
A
water.
guy never
He can, that's true.
back. A guy never comes back.
You just find his body floating on some shore.
We're gonna
months
get to
later.
We're gonna be coming back from Kellam, do like the same way we went back, and just see him on like a tiny raft.
I will say for your perspective, a guy, you do make it back to Yushora. Eventually, it takes a little while without the thing, and we will talk later about what a guy is doing in the meantime while you're playing a new character.
What the fuck? How did I balance that? What? Wait. Gary, look at this dice thing. Look at this.
What'd you do?
It's
I did that last time, I think, with a weird leaning tower I made.
yeah, it's just like sitting there on one edge perfectly.
Don't touch it.
My God.
Okay, sorry. That
You
was-
technically clip it, or I think its hitbox is on this one here.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But yes, so as you guys are crossing the ocean, you see quite a large number of ships kind of coming down through this channel, not along these actual dotted paths, but cutting through like more this way.
Yeah.
Seems to be just a route that has now been opened due to the war.
That's fair. Oh yeah, I guess that would be pretty much like the big way to go if you're not wanting to go through Iceberg. You'd have to. Oh damn.
They're the quote unquote allied countries here are getting lots of shipments from down here
Yeah.
at the moment. Whereas these countries get most of their import stuff from per grand.
Yeah, for Grand Sin and Inca, probably.
Sin somewhat. Inca is a less well-known place. Honestly, you probably don't know all that much about it, other than the little bit I told you last time. The people that live there work on a barter economy, and mostly just kind of live the island life and enjoy themselves here. Like it's kind of equivalent to the very few civilized settlements that there are on a place like Madagascar or something.
Ah, I see.
Like,
Yeah, I see. I see. Okay. So, what we looking at while we're flying closer, other than ships? I know you just said ships.
as you're coming in closer, there is these two islands here in the distance. This one seems to just be mostly overgrown with trees and not really to have much signs of anything on it. This one, however, does seem to contain, as you come closer, quite a bustling town. It appears to be surrounded by beach on all sides, like even coming up to the edge of some of the building. And there seems to be a pretty massive party going.
Party?
Yep.
Can
Woo!
I
ready
roll
to try
senses to see
and
if I can see if it's actually a party and not like a war part of the war going on?
I mean, go ahead and look. A guy, or not a guy, Hephaestus. You are down here in this party. In fact, you know exactly what's going on, but we'll wait and see what Lucky knows first.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Hold on.
He knows what's going on because he's down. I don't want to give away all the information before you roll.
That's fair. Hold on. I need to... 21.
21. Yeah, it seems to be some sort of celebration. With your keen eyes looking down from above here, you can see that the celebration seems to be centered around a group of individuals who seem to be hoisting a trophy of some sort.
Oh, it's a okay. All right.
Yes, Lucky or Daniel has figured it out. Hephaestus, your team has just won the volleyball championship.
Oh my god.
Hephaestus holds the
We're going to skip the volleyball because I know nothing about how volleyball works.
That's fair.
well,
It's not that hard, but
yeah.
I mean, it's a hard sport. That's not what I meant. I mean, it's not hard to understand.
Not hard rules.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many people are on a team, honestly. Like,
So
Isn't there,
there's
like,
6 people. I
there's
mean, I could
9,
explain
isn't
it.
there?
I don't have to. Emily just played
Oh.
volleyball for a really long time, which is why I know.
Hang on. This blimp still has the harpoon cannons on it, right?
yes.
Okay, interesting.
Can we like hide those?
They are similar to how like cannon ports are on a ship. They actually come out of like the side.
Okay,
Do
cool.
they have like little
You can
doors that we
close the
close
port.
on them? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think we'll probably go ahead and just close that just to be sure.
Probably a good idea.
You know, we've had.
You do notice quite a few people seem to be looking up at your airship as it comes in here, but they don't seem too concerned. They're not stopping the revelries here.
Have I already commissioned that painting, or am I going to do that later?
You could have done that in the week you guys spent in town if you wanted
Okay,
to.
yeah, I'll have that. Awesome. This is just a giant pin-up portrait of me holding a chess piece.
with
People-
the mother eye symbol on in truck nuts.
People
Mostly
people
nude,
are
of
very
course.
confused by this sight. Some of them seem to look slightly concerned. Some people raise a beer to your blimp as it passes by.
My kind of people. Like he just kind of like murmurs that to himself.
And there does seem to be a docking area here for airships, and there seem to be 3 Stellan airships already parked there.
You want to go check it out?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'll park the bad boy.
Barker.
Yeah.
Peter Parker. Peter. Wow. It's really. I don't even know.
Oh. But yes, you guys can kind of bring it down on this side of the islandish here, and as you exit, there seems to be, as I said, lots of people just kind of drinking and partying. Lots of people playing various games, including volleyball, but not limited to, on the beach nearby. It's kind of reaching that sundown point, or not sundown, but that like whatchamacallit, sunset point,
Yeah.
where everyone is pulling out the hard liquor.
Oh yes.
Hell yeah. I can convince some drunk people to play games with me.
I can get drunk. Let's go.
Almost certainly. Festus, what is your response to this weird blimp with all these weird symbols that just kind of comes down and lands?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm still celebrating with my team over this trophy.
He's just too caught up with the celebration.
Yeah.
No, man.
uh,
Yeah, no. So I guess get off off the blimp, and I think Lucky's gonna go check it out. Check out the parties. See if he can get free booze.
I'll make sure the blimp is
Free
properly
booze?
parked.
Probably not. Cheap booze, however.
Cheap is good. Cheap is good. I'm gonna make sure the blimp is properly parked and anchored or whatever before I get off.
Probably good.
Do we
Yeah,
have
a lot.
to do any registration? I'll go ahead and pay whatever we have to pay with the party fund.
As you exit the blimp, actually, a guy kind of scurries up to you with a book in his hand and says, "Oh, if you were intending to catch the game, I'm sorry to tell you, you're a couple hours too late."
Game? What game?
Yeah, what game?
Oh, the volleyball championship, of course. It was what's the name of your team, Hephaestus? I know
The Fire Phoenix.
Legend of Korra, gotcha. Straight rip
Rook
off
just
there.
kind of like his excitement just kind of dies down after realizing that the game is actually just a physical sport.
Oh.
But yes, it was the Fire Ferrets versus the Raging Tide for this year's championship.
Well, I'm guessing.
I'm guessing the Fire Ferrets won.
Huge upset, yes. You wouldn't expect a team that uses entirely fire magic to beat water users, but somehow they did.
How does? Well, never mind. I was spinning me. I was about to ask how does the games work, and then I just remember you were like, I don't know how volleyball works. Like,
Whatchamacallit. This is got some magic elements here. This is not just normal volleyball. This is volleyball with magic allowed.
gotcha. Huh.
Yeah.
So is this like?
It's magic sports.
Yeah.
EA Sports, more like MAIGIC Sports in the game.
That was.
But yes, he will say, it's not as exciting as catching it live. I'm sure you can catch some reruns of the highlights. I'm sure someone caught some of them.
Hold on. Highlights, reruns, what? Huh? We have TV here.
Roll me a knowledge.
All right, give me a sec.
Any of you guys that have or Rook, you have your Magitech knowledge. Roll that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, son of a! I did not think. Okay, all right. Well, that's a fitting fair trade there.
What'd you do?
I accidentally. Hold on. No, I need that. Garion. Trying to count my dice. Okay. And I need to roll.
I'm gonna have my dice be up here.
Oh, that's a 6. Stay a 6. Thank you. Oh, I just keep all of these. What am I doing? It's a 34 still. Okay.
For what? Which one?
For knowledge.
I mean, what is your knowledge? I don't remember.
Son of a sharp eye.
You got a
Sure.
16.
Sure, by his senses, it still get you something.
Oh, yeah. I guess. Yeah, that's better than Pontifex Maximus. It used to be my knowledge skill. I forgot I changed it.
What you got, Rook?
Got a 16.
Yes. Lucky with your senses, just as you think to yourself, like, what the hell is this guy talking about? You look around and you see that several people seem to be holding and looking into crystals that seem to be replaying various scenes of of what you assume to be the day's previous events. Rook, you are aware of these. another thing that is primarily made in Stella. This is called a display lacquer, and they are made with a type of illusion magic that captures a scene for later viewing.
I used to have one of those when I was a kid.
What do they do? So,
They
I'm
just
like,
display previous things to you.
They're basically a one-use video recorder out of character.
yeah, nice. I also just got my food. Heck yeah.
They're not
I gotta use the
common
bathroom.
in
I'll be right
Fiora,
back.
but
All right, so I kind of I just start looking around. I guess I'm gonna head to the nearest bar and see if I can see something.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Rope poison you bathroom.
No,
Yeah, I'm sorry. You have to roll to use the bathroom.
I see.
What is?
But yeah, the whatchamacallit, the stuff and thing. As you just kind of or once you register your thing, there doesn't seem to be a docking fee.
Okay.
They do ask who you are, and he kind of looks at the giant mother's eye symbol on the side of the blimp, and he says, "I have to ask, formality."
Mother's Eye, we're a Gildan Fiore plus our Stella driver.
He nods and marks some notes. This seems much less fastidious than previous border crossings that you've seen. He also doesn't seem to be holding one of the whatchamacallit, the special books. So this is probably more of an internal records keeping thing.
Yeah. That is a good question. Are we supposed to check in? Like, how do we check into Callum? I guess I ask him that. Like, is there a way? Like, I know, we're well fared in traveling towards like the inner part, but with the trade war, we wanted to come down, visit some of the countries that aren't. Like, do we have to do a check-in?
He just kind of waves his hands and he goes, "Oh, I see you've been through some of the more anal countries recently."
Tell me about it. Yeah.
He just kind of waves his hands like towards the rest of the island chain, which you can kind of see silhouetted against the sunset in the distance.
Yeah.
And he says, "With as popular of a vacation spot as we've become, it's impossible to monitor everyone coming in from every angle."
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
He seems to when he says that they've become a popular vacation spot, he seems to say so with just a little bit of pain.
How long ago was when the Fire Dragon King died?
About 25 years ago.
25.
This is a fairly recent development.
Yeah. That's fair.
They're not entirely used to being islands. A lot of people, especially the younger ones, have thoroughly embraced it, though.
That's fair. And I'm assuming this guy's a little bit older.
Yes, this guy looks like he's maybe like mid-40s or so. He probably would have been a teenager when it happened.
Damn. Well, all right. I guess I'm gonna head out towards like I said, the nearest bar.
All right. There doesn't so much seem to be very many established bars. I mean, there are like some proper inns and things like that have a bar in them. But the majority of the celebration here seems to be going on at various street vendors who are selling their various weirdly named tropical cocktail blends at these various stalls.
Gotcha. All right.
Mm.
Well,
This is like a slightly more organized keg party.
that's fair. That's fair. Is there any that like catch my eye?
I mean, what are you looking for? I mean, there's one that features a fruit that you've probably never seen before. So it's a weird kind of spiky looking orange thing.
Oh my god, you're gonna have me eat a durian.
No, it's a pineapple.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think I'll go ahead and go and just buy one. How much is it?
They're only charging two jewel for a cup. Very very cheap here.
I'll buy one for everybody. Not for everybody in the party, but or at the party. Everyone in our party. So like Haba, Rook, me.
Yep.
So I
Hey, when you tell them you want what is that 4? No 3? Because is not here at the moment. You don't know how Festus yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell him you want 3, and he will say, iced or spiced.
I was kind of turned to Haba and I go, iced or spiced?
He just kind of shrugs and he says, oh, fuck it, I'll take one of each.
I'll also take one of each.
And he will prepare, just kind of assuming that Rook is also going to take one of each after you both speak up.
Oh yeah.
He will prepare 6 glasses. Into 3 of them, he mixes some kind of strange, like orangish powder. And in the other 3, he kind of places his hands over them, and you see the brief flash of ice magic as they kind of slushify.
That's really cool. I kind of like, or I ask what's the orange powder?
Local herb. We call it, well, we just call it spice. It's good tasting.
The spice, huh?
Alright, I'm back. What I miss?
Well, the Dune reference.
You've been presented two pineapple alcoholic beverages. One slushy over, and like almost like a frozen smoothie, and the other with some kind of strange spice mixed into it that Lucky is inquiring about.
I want to know what the spice mixture is too.
Yeah, we're
And you say he will pull out from behind the counter a kind of long, almost fern-like looking leafy branch with bright orange leaves. And he will say, it grows on the island just to the north of here. I don't know. I've never heard of it growing anywhere else. We love it here, though.
Huh. Well, I guess I don't know. Fuck it. I kind of want to check out the island now. You said it's this one, this north one up here.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Well, I guess before we do that, Rook, do you want to go head into the celebration, see if we can like give congrats to the team and sneak some
sure.
booze?
If you take these drinks, I mean the iced one is pretty much exactly what you would expect. The one that they just call the spice, it has almost kind of like a sweet, smoky tinge to it. It's a little bit weird. It makes the drink almost taste like roasted pineapple.
Huh.
Okay.
Give me that spice.
All right. Okay. Ooh, I also need to roll for my insanity. I keep forgetting I have to do that. Hold on.
You rolled senses. Yeah, that's mine. Okay.
Yeah.
You keep forgetting to do that every time.
I always remember though, like later.
Yes, I know. About whatchamacallit. Yes, if you guys are gonna try and search out the teams, it's actually fairly easy to do as you begin to hear an argument starting. The whatchamacallit, there seem to be people yelling at each other. You just hear the way or the phrase, there's no way you could have done that without undeclared magics.
Oh shit.
Here we go.
I don't know if we've got Xavier here. Hephaestus, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. While they've been wandering around and getting drinks and doing other stuff, you've been enjoying your celebration, or at least you were, until a very drunk member of one of the opposite team that you just beat comes up and starts yelling at you, or yelling at your team. He seems to think for sure that somebody on your team has water or ice magic that they're not telling. And that is, as he says, a blatant violation of the rules.
Okay.
I may be drunk, but I can tell when my shots go off by more than 15 degrees, someone's manipulating my magic.
I just kind of walk up and hand both of them, like, the alcohol in my hand. I'm like, guys, it's a celebration. You know, like, the sport's a good sport. Whatever.
It's all
the
fun and
sport
games,
is.
quite literally.
Yeah. So just have a drink, relax, have fun.
He proceeds to begin slamming this entire drink, like guzzling it down, like it's like basically like a daiquiri glass-sized beverage.
All right.
And he is just, you have a moment here. He seems to have been distracted by the prospect of more alcohol. As you know, he is already very drunk.
Yeah. All right.
Hephaestus would look at Lucky weirdly.
I would too. I would look pretty scary. But I just kind of like look at Hephaestus and I'm like, just take it, like, leave be.
Hephaestus would take the drink and start to drink it.
Cool.
I forget, your new character is actually old enough to drink.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a thing that I had to consider, but Lucky's lucky, so.
He is slightly older than a guy, I believe.
Yeah.
As far as these allegations go, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, several of the people on your team have magics other than fire, which is your main theme, but definitely nobody has water or ice or anything like that.
You close the door. Thank you. I'd like you to know that nothing that we ain't wrong.
What?
What is he saying?
I didn't think about that. Sorry.
I think he said something along the lines of,
I think he got halfway through and forgot what he was saying, is what happened there. What I got out of that was that he was denying this guy's allegations in some regard.
Yes. I haven't thought about how best I could talk.
By the way, you could, if you would like to, go ahead and describe how your character looks.
Well, since we're in volleyball, he has short sleeves, which is a picture of a ferret on his shirt.
You're still wearing your uniform?
Yes. And then his shirt is white, and then his pants shorts are black.
This is all great and wonderful, but what do you look like? Not your clothes, you.
Me. You mean my attributes?
No, I mean, like, what does he look like? Like, what color is his hair, his eyes, his skin? Like, I know you have tattoos. Like, what are they? Where are they showing? Or like things like that, you know?
His hair is brown.
Is he tall, short, fat? I know he's pretty muscular, but
he's particularly tall.
and we've now got 3 relatively tall party members, and then Haba, who is just the short guy.
He is 6 foot. And then he's a particularly bulky man.
I'm now imagining. I know none of you have seen Mob Psycho 100.
I have.
Oh, you have the leader of the fitness club.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm imagining now.
That's just how I'm gonna picture him.
All right, well, let me look it up.
I've only seen one episode, and that's it.
It is a fucking great show. All of you should watch
It's
it.
really good.
No. I'll tell you a great show. What's the name again?
That's how you
I
know
think
it's a great. Oh my god, yes, this is exactly what I was imagining.
It's perfect. He just has a weasel on his shirt.
Yeah. Let me save image real quick. Or actually, hold on. Let me not save it. Let me copy it. All right. And I'm throwing this into Discord for you if that's the wrong Discord.
I
He already did it.
I just remembered it's the Yu Yu Hockey Show. That's a great anime.
It is great. Yes, I'm very happy that you are finally watching this.
I have been.
Yes, your next project is to watch Mob Psycho 100. It's only like 20 episodes or something like that. So
Your next mission is to watch Mob Psycho 100.
I mean, that's what I just.
Says lady in an alleyway who looks like a fortune teller.
Say what?
It's a reference from the Yu Hockey Show.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Okay. But yes, perfect. We now know what he looks like.
And his eyes are blue.
But the whatchamacallit, some of the as you guys are kind of or Lucky is talking this down a little bit. Some of the other other team members that seem to be dressed very similarly to the drunk yelling guy, just kind of wander up. And one of them will say, "I'm sorry. He gets like this when he's had too much to drink. I am quite confident there was some foul play at hand, though. Maybe not from them, but some kind of outside interference."
That's fair.
I'd let my teammates talk for me instead.
Nice. Well, I kind of like turned to the guy and I'm like, oh well. I mean, do you have any proof? I mean, I'm inclined to believe you, but I didn't even see the game, so I'm just here, man.
Yeah, we're just tourists.
He will pull out one of the crystals that you saw earlier, and he say, "I bought this from one of the people in one of the front row box seats. Just take a look." And he hands it to you. If you watch the scene that basically seems to like be replaying on a loop, like GIF style, is about 10 seconds long, and it shows one of the team going up for to spike the ball, and doing so assisted with ice magic. And at the last second before they hit the ball, the ice magic that was holding up the guy's foot bends to the side just a hair, and he hits the ball off center.
Oh.
Huh.
Interesting.
Whoa. That is really bad. I mean, that really sucks.
Yeah, he says, "No, it doesn't excuse my friend's behavior, but maybe you can see why he'd be upset."
Yeah, no, I mean that makes perfect sense. Is there a way to get officially reviewed? I don't know.
Let me see it.
I mean, what's done is done, I guess.
Mm.
Unless if you formally have a rematch, but I mean...
Yeah, I'm sure we could
a
probably
rematch
schedule a
with
rematch.
no live audience that could possibly interfere.
Yeah, that would also work. But what if it's the refs? What if one of the refs was I don't know.
That's also true.
Yeah, ref
I
being
mean-
on it.
He just kind of shakes his head and he says, "Well, as much as I hate to admit it, they're barely paid at all. It wouldn't take much to pay one off."
Well, I mean, did any how were the calls? Were they oh yeah, they seemed fair, or
Did this here?
What'd you say?
Did Hephaestus see the
Yeah, he would show you the thing as well.
Well, he takes 1 damage to his mind.
Why is this?
Because seeing this really hurts his cochleophobia. And
Well, you feel like your challenge, your competition has been compromised. There's no way that this was a fair game. You're gonna have to redo it.
well, he still takes 2 damage to his mind.
Yes.
Speaking of 2 damage to his mind, I got roll
Oh
my
yes. You do need to actually roll your HPs because you have not done that.
What's the number?
It's 7 for all of them because you set all of your stats the same.
So it's a 7 keep what?
7, keep all of them for HP.
So 7.
You always keep all of your dice for rolling HP.
76.
Yep, 7d6, and just do that 3 times.
God.
Just do
Why
that
didn't
3 times and do it in order. Mind, mind, body, spirit, or is that how it is on the sheet? I don't even remember now. I feel like that's how it is on the sheet.
36. 33 for my mind. Okay.
Well, what you got? Give them to me in order, and I'll put them in for you. You got it.
For my mind is a 30. Is a 33. Oh.
Which one? I think you rolled it in the wrong chat, but that's fine.
Yeah, whatever. I'll do it. I'll
You rolled it in the memes chat.
Whatever. I shall be banished
Right.
to
And then, like I said, 2 more times, and just do them in order, basically.
I've been banished to
At some point, we need to change the name of the dice rolling channel. We haven't been playing Hillfolk for a while.
29.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I can change it to the fairy tale campaign.
Or
Let me do that right now, actually.
29 for
even just change it to like tabletop games or dice rolls or something like that,
Oh yeah, that would actually make more sense.
29 for body. And
Also, while I'm at it, why don't I go ahead and make memes a 18 plus channel?
that is a good idea.
alright, and for spirit I got a 26.
Alright. You rolled the dice 3 times, and it got lower each time. That's fine.
Yeah.
33, 29, 26. Alright. But yes, Lucky, you're the only one that still has it now that a guy is gone. Can I get you to roll me the Arc of Magic?
Yeah.
See if you noticed some magic-y stuff here.
Give me a sec. Arc of Magic is one I always forget. Okay, it's 8 keep 2. I explode none. No, it's a 10.
Alright. Yes. It's not clear what it is, but there is some kind of magical presence, some kind of magical essence just permeating this area.
Ooh, could a chanter have done that? Like set up like runes around just to specifically mess with ice magic?
Theoretically.
I kind of just like turned to look at Haba.
He will tell you, theoretically, something like that could be done. It would be very difficult, very, very difficult to do without a lot of visible runes, though.
Well, I mean, how long has the championship been told it was going to be here?
The final game was today. The championship itself has been going on for about a week. You would know just from talking to people around town.
Yeah, but I meant like how long was it planned that it was going to be here?
It's here every year.
Okay, that is plenty enough time for someone to set up runes. And like have them well concealed and hidden.
He kind of like narrows his eyes, like looking intently around, and he says, "The problem isn't the time to set them up; it's where would they be hidden."
All right, I'm rolling to taste the air.
Is there something I
Okay.
could roll to do this?
If you would like to roll me a sense-based skill or whatever, it looks like Lucky is going to taste for it magically. If you would like to visually look around, or if you have any other method of searching that you would like to employ.
That's a 30.
I will remind you, it is only a 1 per day ability, but when you use your etheric melding, you can see magic as if you were a magical entity yourself.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, I also have a question about that, but I'll ask you a bit later.
I think we should probably keep your...
Probably a lot of questions you have about that.
Yeah, I'll ask the biggest one now. Can I use it on other things but me?
Yes, you can send. Basically, you have to go along with it, but you can take things or people you are touching with you.
Okay. I got a 17, by the way.
Okay. Yes.
For my
Looking around, just normally, there doesn't seem to be any sign of any visible runes or anything like that. And as Lucky tastes this, what did you get?
A 30?
Yes, Lucky can tell you why. This is not concentrated the way that runes would be. This is almost an ambient pressure. It seems to be emanating from the island to the north.
Sorry, I just missed a whole lot.
Okay.
They were trying to figure out some stuff. You've come back just in time for them to explain in character. But yes, Lucky, as you taste this, it seems to almost be like the magic is just being carried in, or it's like almost drifting in, not on the wind, but just like emanating from the island.
So, I really don't know how to tell you this, but it's like there's just a fog of just magic everywhere.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. What kind of magic?
I lick to like be like, well,
It's a little bit indistinct. It's difficult to put your finger on. It has elements of several different things. Creation, illusion, and whatchamacallit, I forgot what the third thing I was about to say.
I can't hear anything. You guys are.
Well, that is not a good thing. Hold on. Oh, I mean, did you try disconnecting? And well, he can't hear me. Never mind. Shit.
No, I can't. Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, excellent.
I did my best.
But yes, this seems to have elements of what was I saying? Illusion, of creation, and of transformation about it.
I say exactly that to the people, and I'm like, hey, so that it is what it is. That's kind of what it is here.
Well, I think the next step is obvious. We have to go find out what's on that island.
Yeah. I thought you meant when you first did it, it was coming from the island. Is it coming from the smaller one where the orange plants grow?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I keep going up.
All right. Well, I just kind of like look, and I look to the two team. I'm assuming the people talking. Like, is Festus the team captain?
I'm gonna say yes.
And I'm assuming the other guy is too.
Unfortunately, the drunk guy is the team captain.
Oh, well.
The much more sane one that you have been talking to seems to be willing to take his place on this venture, though.
That's good. That's good. All right. So I just kind of suggest to both of them, like, so should we? You want to go check out the island together? Let's, we can hop on out and go.
Me.
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. What about the other guy?
He will not. He'll say, let's go find out what's going on.
Hey, Mikey.
Did you say Lucky? Xavier, are you alive?
He keeps breaking up.
Let's make it.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So let's head out to the island. Are we going to take the blimp? Is it close enough to boat ride over or swim?
You guys could take the blimp or fly or
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
we can do that. That's also a thing we can do.
Yeah, we could literally just fly.
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and fly over there.
It seems like it's about 300 feet off the shore of the main island. Not very far.
Oh yeah, no.
As you start to approach, you do notice that there are several signs that are that are placed at the edge of this thing. Almost strange-looking, like metal signs that seem to indicate danger further ahead.
Thank God.
You see quite a lot of these orange, like fern-like plants near the shore. Some of them seem like they have had branches plucked off of them.
All right. Ooh, let me just bump my knees smack into the desk. Jeez, did you all hear that?
So what is the whatchamacallit, the guy whose name you have not asked yet. Here, I will give him a name. Give me a second.
And now is our favorite time. It's time to thank our sponsor, not sponsor, FantasyNameGenerator.com, who have helped us through so many trying times in the past.
Yeah. At this point, we basically run a sponsorship for them every episode, even though they're not giving us any money. I don't know why they ever would, but...
Yeah, but anyway, Fantasy Name Generators, we love you.
They are amazing. I like them a lot. Somehow I always think I have their thing open, and then I always have to pull it back up again.
Well, sounds like we're not sponsored by Fantasy Name Generator.
We're not. I wish we were.
Exactly.
He will tell you that his name is Obeah.
I'm assuming that's...
O-B-A-H.
Oh, O-B-A-H. Oback.
I can't tell you his name.
Yeah,
I guess.
he says it Obeah because it sounds more fancy. Come on.
Ching Tides member.
Uh,
I hope the Hephaestus tells you your name is Hephaestus. Because why not?
what'd you say?
Hephaestus tells you his name is Hephaestus.
Bless you. And I just kind of like wave. Like he just kind of waves and he's like, hey, hey, Festus. And hey, Obeah. I'm like,
He as you pick these random people up and start flying. I don't know what Hephaestus' response to it is, but his is to flail his arms wildly for about 2 seconds before pretending to gain his composure and just kind of cross his arms and sit there as if he's okay with it.
Damn.
I'm kind of used to it.
He was not expecting this.
Hephaestus just stays just stands still because he's kind of used to this now since volleyball and everything.
But yes, you guys can fairly easily make it over and land down on this island. And it seems to be very thickly, densely forested, but almost kind of like the ground is so low to the sea level, it's like a swampy island. With these orange ferns mostly growing out of the, whatchamacallit, the higher, drier places, and the swampy ground mostly covered by a dense pattern of mangrove-like trees.
Huh.
Alright, so I just kind of like turn to him and I just say, follow me, and just start looking in the air and following the thing.
It just seems to lead you towards the center of the island. This is where the magic seems the strongest. And as you kind of push your way through some of the trees, you're having to snap some smaller branches to make your way through this very dense layer.
Real quick, I gotta go charge my phone, so I'll be right back.
Plug your thing in, whatever. Of course, he leaves right as something important is about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either way, you kind of push your way through a good 30, 40 feet of these trees. Before it seems to open up, you start to see light coming from the sky on the other side, a much less densely canopied area. And as you push forward into this clearing, Daniel, would you like to describe Flamingo?
Oh, man. Okay, alright.
What is
You
it?
came looking for the Ark of Embodiment. I don't know what you were expecting.
I thought we were looking for the Ark of Heavenly Bodies, but, yeah, no, I mean, you did warn me, so.
The one that no one knows where he's at.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So, Flamingo is... Oh, well, what you come across is a very, very rink-a-dink shack. It looks like a shanty town, with all these, like, made-up houses from scrap plywood and, like, you know, aluminum sheet roofing, and just a whole bunch of those kinds of towns. You can see like two that are standing up well. One of them seems to have a bunch of people coming out very thoroughly drunk. And the other is just the house that's right behind it. And you just see a whole bunch of people who are walking around, and all of them look like they're homeless. But they all seem pretty content and pretty happy.
To you guys, you gotta remember, this is from a fantasy perspective here, this is a little bit weird. You see these very shittily built, almost humdrum, thrown together buildings. But in a lot of places, they're using materials like metal. Finely beaten, thin metal.
That's also fair. I did not think to describe
Huh.
it. Well, then there's a big thing that you can see. A person, while like you see the door swinging open, you see a strange box that is playing some like weird colored screen, and it looks like those like the lacrimas from earlier. And on top of it is a bunch of material you've never seen before. The solar panels. Yeah.
What do I miss?
What the fuck? fuck is this?
You welcome back. You're in Flamingo.
Found Flamingo, whatever that means. Oh, he's muted again. Okay.
Oh, right here. This is important.
Oh, sorry.
You're
I
You've proceeded onto this island, and you have found, as I said, a strange collection of thrown together shacks, almost like a shanty town or like a very, very, or a settlement of very, very poor people, homeless people even. But a lot of the materials and the things that you see in this town are relatively rare and expensive, or even things that you have never seen before.
Alright. Festus just stands there, like, looking eyeing at the materials. I could trade a lot with this.
Like, he just kind of like looks over, and I was like, I mean, don't steal from them. I don't think they got much other than the sauces.
Rook just has the hell
The
is this?
weird thing here is all of their valuables seem to be just like used in making walls. It's weird.
Yeah.
Rook just sort of has like a whole Devil May Cry. What the hell is this moment? Well,
So, I said there seems to be one building that quite a few people are coming in and out of. And if I don't miss my mark, from inside you hear music.
Festus just starts walking forward.
I'm gonna go up to just a random person and ask what this is.
I appreciate your slide guitar skills, Daniel, but I can't hear anybody talking.
oh, sorry. I kept muting myself because I was practicing for when you all met Uncle. I thought I muted myself. That was my bad.
That's the appropriate time for it, though.
Oh, yeah, cool. I mean, it was convenient, so...
Sorry, both Festus and Rook said something, but I did not hear it.
If Festus start walking to a person.
I guess I'm also doing the same. And I'm gonna ask what this place is.
As you just walk up to some random person, they seem to barely acknowledge you, and they say, oh, "This is Flamingo, of course. How'd you get here if you don't know what it is?" And then he just keeps walking.
Do the same.
Oh, we just kind of. Oh, okay. Bye.
Rook, will you roll me your senses or your knowledge one more time, please?
Yeah.
I'll guess I'll ask somebody the same thing as Rick did. So
And once again, you get a very, very short answer, and this person just doesn't really have much of anything to say.
This is 16.
You almost didn't catch it, except for the slight glimmer as the person walked away. The person you just spoke to was an illusion.
What the hell?
what did you say?
I look towards Lucky and I'm like, did you see that?
Lucky just kind of like nods and he's like, I don't fucking know, man. Like,
In fact, yes, go ahead and roll your thing to see if you notice as well here.
All right. 7 something.
I don't remember what it is.
No, I don't
What
know.
is this? Fucking Mysterio?
I just kind of look over and I'm like, who's Mysterio?
Don't worry about it.
Oh
I
my.
realize you're not that far off.
I have a lot actually. I have which one would this be? Like godly agriculture and
Yeah. Do your godly knowledge, your magic knowledge. We still need to come up with a better name for that. But
why?
because godly knowledge doesn't really cover like as many things as you probably want it to. You know?
That is a 17.
Yes, you do also notice this as well. These people don't seem to be real people.
Just
There's
I
not
would like
enough
to-
response. They just seem like they're following a preset pattern.
I would like to, as soon as another one passes me, I would like to put my hand on their shoulder and ask them the same question, just to like see if they're tangible or not.
Yes, as you put your hand on this person's shoulder, it seems to be a man kind of dressed almost like a farmer with kind of a woven straw hat made out of the stalks of some weird plant. And and he will stop and he'll say, "Oh, well, yeah, I'm not the one you need to be asking about that. Right on in there." And he kind of points to the building. You do tangibly feel him.
Okay. I'll thank him and I'll start heading towards the building. I guess motioning for
He kind of. I guess the best way to put it is he also kind of has the glimmer of a concealed illusion. So this one seems better put together.
Farmer Dan.
It's
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go towards the building he pointed out to me.
Lucky will also follow towards the building.
I'll also join in, I guess.
And as you walk inside, there is what appears to be a fairly standard bar with wooden stools in front of you. As Daniel previously described, what you guys could only describe as another of the viewing lacrima screens, but with some kind of weird box around. And it seems to be showing a volleyball game, but like a boring one. Like nobody's using any magic.
That really sucks, you know?
I'm gonna go up to the bar, sit down, and say to the bartender, "So, flamingo, huh?"
She just kind of says, "Yep, flamingo," and starts pouring some kind of fairly bad smelling something into a cup in front of you. Uncle, feel free to jump in whenever you like. You are here.
Oh, shit.
Oh man. Okay. Am I on stage right now? You said playing.
Yes, I assume you were playing a song.
All right.
Seems to be what Uncle spends most of his time doing.
Yeah. I just kind of, I don't know. You just hear the set finish, be like, I don't know. And
Wait, whoa.
There is a notable.
Wait a minute.
What? He's on like tier 10. Why would I? What?
Is Uncle the fucking Ark of Embodiment?
Yes, he is.
Oh
Uncle
my
just
God.
kind of hears that, and like when he stops, and he just kind of like walks down, and he goes, "Well, hi there. My name's Uncle. How are you? I haven't seen you folks around here for long."
Yeah, we're new.
Well, I have so many questions about the fact that you're new, but we can just ignore that for now. Have a drink, why don't you?
Whoa.
Uh,
Is Uncle was a part of the war. Is he the Ark of Embodiment?
I literally just said that.
Don't tell him. No one tell him. He doesn't know.
I'm surprised Xavier didn't get it when I accidentally showed him Uncle's character sheet and he saw that he's like tier 10. I'm very surprised that he didn't get it at that business.
Well, it didn't help that I had told him that I was upgrading Uncle with us. So yeah, there we go. That's a big spoiler there.
I also missed what you last said, Daniel. Did Uncle say take a drink?
Yeah, Uncle's encouraging a drink, a nice friendly drink. It's on the house.
Yeah, I'll take a shot. Why not?
It tastes better than it smells, but not that much. Very strong.
That
Packs a punch. Yep. Mm-hmm.
that right there is the best moonshine all over the whole Flamingo. You know. I'm trying to learn what I say, so you don't.
So Flamingo, huh?
Yeah, Flamingo. What about it? You like it? It's a pretty nice place.
It's beautiful. Who are you?
Oh, well, you know, my name's Atticus, but people call me Uncle. People always call me Kane, not Ain. I don't know who the fuck Ain is. But, and then, you know, very few people call me Abel. But, you know, here I am, just kind of sit down. I go by Uncle most of the time. What about you?
You can call me Rook.
Rook, okay.
I just give like a nervous glance towards Lucky.
Like he just kind of like raises his hands and he's like, I don't.
I just like kind of mouth like what the fuck towards him.
he's like, I don't know, and then asks for another drink. Oh. Okay.
I had to send you some lore info that Uncle would know, but the party does not yet.
Gotcha. Yeah, no. Uncle is just kind of sitting there. He puts old Bess around his shoulders, and then also asks for a drink. I'm trying to remember the lady's name. I have it written down somewhere.
I feel like it's on people known for Uncle if you had that at that point. I don't know if you were even
It's allies, and I have Farmer Dan, Terry, Henry, and then of course the hill folk.
I'm fairly certain it's Terry and Martha are the twins that a lot of people don't even realize are two different people.
Oh no, Terry's the local crazy man, but
oh yes, no. But I know Martha was one of them, and then the other one was a different name. But it's twins that most people don't even realize are different people.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, no.
You know that time when you don't say your character name and it's a really complicated name, and then you just forget the name.
Hephaestus.
Did you forget your own name?
Yep.
Hephaestus.
Yes, Hephaestus.
Oh my god.
My description for Hephaestus is volleyball. Yeah.
Volleyball. Yeah.
I mean,
frat boy noise.
I very much like the image of him, because I cannot remember that guy's name, but from the Body Improvement Club.
It's Musashi,
Maybe.
I think. No idea.
Xavier, I don't know if you saw the picture that Rook sent, but he did a glorious edit for us.
It's 5 seconds.
It's glorious.
Actually, it took 5,000 hours.
Festus was
for this glorious contribution to my mental images, you can have a free +1 keep 1 to add to any roll one time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Love me some inspiration.
Yep.
speaking of which, Hephaestus would walk outside and make like a metal room for himself, like just like a tiny one, like a phone booth.
Okay.
And
You may as well roll your
um,
magic, since this is the first time you've ever used it. This is not super hard to do, though.
Yeah. And you guys are gonna be amazed at what I get.
I mean, sorry to tell you, but they've both seen your character sheet.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, I said you looked like a more balanced Lucky. Like just a more evenly spread Lucky.
Yes. Lucky with his points spread out more evenly.
He's definitely a lot beefier than Rook.
Wait.
He is now by far the person in this group with the best body.
Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
Ah, Hephaestus is our tank. Gotcha.
I got a 21.
Not bad at all. Let's see, hold on. Yes. Hephaestus has got a 7. Lucky has got a 5. And then Rook, you've got a 4, right?
No, I've got a 5 now.
A 5. Hama still has a 4. Body is not a strong suit.
Oh, huh. Okay.
Oh wait,
I
did
got
I?
21.
Yes, you are able to raise a small like booth thing. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but you can do so.
All right, and then I'm gonna make it go down, and I have different clothes on.
All right, you're gonna use it as the changing booth. Perfect.
Uncle just kind of looks and he's like, people just kind of do it wherever here. None of us really mind. We're pretty simple folk around here.
Daniel.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut him off. I don't remember. Was my body 4 or 5 last time before we ended? Because it's 5 right now, but I don't remember.
I think it was 5 when we ended.
Okay.
I don't know when you upgraded it. I know for a while it was 4, but
I think I upgraded it like a couple sessions after we started, or after I started.
that makes sense.
The Festus would walk back and forth.
So, Uncle just kind of like looks to everyone. He's like, "So, what brings you here to Flamingo? I mean, I'm assuming you're all. My voice keeps cracking. Oh my god."
I feel like you did when you were playing Uncle too, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. It was like, I know y'all are from probably the island right below us, but what brings you to here?
Oh, we're not from the island. We're travelers, but we were just looking or following this magic trail.
Oh yeah. I suppose that's me. Well, is it causing any trouble?
Not for me, no.
Nah.
The whatchamacallit, the Raging Tide guy, Obat, chimes up, and he says something interfered with our game, made it unfair.
Well, oh, hold on. Mom's calling me, and she never calls me. I will be right back. Yeah, Uncle just runs away. His mother's calling him.
Alright. Suppose we will just wait for a minute and
I
make sure
gotta
that...
say, I was not expecting Uncle to even be in this.
Yeah, meaning,
It was a dumb idea that I had, and I can't explain the reasons behind it without spoilers.
so he's the arc of embodiment.
You don't know that yet, but yes.
Oh my god. I'm guessing darkness is also here. That would be hilarious.
Come on, haven't you been listening to what I've been saying the whole campaign? Darkness is always here. You just don't know.
I'm guessing he's just omnipresent.
You have finally cracked my wordplay and discovered something about the Ark of Darkness. Yes, he can see and hear out of any shadow.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Oh, well, hey, I'm back. I'm sorry. My mother called me, and I didn't know what the hell to do. My mom never calls me, so here I am. And how are y'all doing today?
Welcome back.
I imagine he just kind of, like, phases back into reality. Like... Yeah, no, what y'all talking about?
Oh, you know, cheese and crackers, stuff like that.
Ooh, I do love me some cheese and crackers.
What are cheese and crackers?
Anyway, the, Mr. Raging Tides over here, is, I think, the only one who actually has a problem with the whole magic trail thing.
Alright.
He just kind of waves his hands, and he says, "Don't trivialize it. This championship was worth 5 million jewel, you know."
Well, I don't... Uncle asked the same question. I feel like he would know, but, like, I don't know if he would know.
You've been here long enough. You would probably have a vague idea that is the money that these people use. You don't have any idea how much is a lot, though.
Gotcha.
Excuse me. Would you tell me what jewel is?
Whenever you as a country, Enka, your team, whenever you guys win the championship, which you did this time, instead of money, you have an arrangement with the tournament organizers to send you home with a large amount of food and medals and livestock.
Yeah.
Probably enough to keep a large village fed and happy for a year or so.
And we breed them.
So that is what they offer you guys instead of money, because your country does not use jewel.
Yeah. We trade. That's what we do.
So you would probably have the idea that this 5 million or whatever is probably about the same as that. Other than that, you don't know.
Huh. Well, actually, we kind of never got 5 million jewels, but you know.
Lots of cows and lots of good steel ingots for making things.
Uncle just kind of chimes in, and he's like, oh shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, you know, if it matters so much to you, I mean, why are you coming over here to find me? Like, oh, Nick, I'm trying to find a way to say what you sent me.
The way that Uncle would know of it is that sometimes around him, when people want things bad enough, they just happen.
Yeah, well, you know, it's been a funny thing, you know. I've had people coming up to me, and I've been around a lot of people, and people have been around a lot of me, and well, you know, just when people have been around a long enough and a long enough time has passed, every now and then, if they really want something, well, they'll really get something.
Huh.
Really? So if I really wanted more iron ingots, I would get really more iron
How-
ingots.
How badly do you want iron ingots?
Really badly.
roll me a mind save.
Oh. Well, thank God my defenses are high. Is it plus anything else?
No, just your mind defense for this.
Roll that 70, 60.
I thought you just said 76. I was
70
like,
he said 70-60. I don't know what this means, but
well, he
Should be-
obviously got 7,060.
I mean that makes sense.
It's the obvious choice here.
No, it's a 7, keep 3. Roll your thing.
Well, that's about 10. I got 10.
Because you think very hard about how badly you want metal. A tiny little iron nugget appears in your hand. You're thinking for like a few seconds after it appears in your hand, and then you look down and realize that you are kind of just rolling a little bead of iron back and forth between your fingers.
Can I throw it in the air and start morphing it into bigger pieces and stuff?
I mean, it's pretty small, but yes, you can manipulate it with your magic. But yes, the raging tiger guy will once again chime up, and I say, "So you're meaning to tell me that these idiots beat us through sheer determination? What are we, in some kid's book?"
I mean, you know, my mama always said if you get the chance to be in the kids' book, you should get the chance to be in the kids' book because, you know, my mama, she loves her kids' books. They always teach a really important lesson, and this lesson is you just gotta want it. If you want something, you're gonna get something, and I'm sorry that it was my fault that you lost something, but it's because you didn't want something that you didn't get something. You know what I mean?
Roll into the maze.
Damn it, I was trying to avoid that.
Uh-oh.
everyone give me a mind defense plus willpower.
Oh, this is an 11, keep 10. Oh no!
Okay, my mind defense is 7, keep 5 with exploding, so I think I'm
Hold
fine.
on, I think this explodes too. Hold on.
I don't think you exploded it, but I don't know.
I'm checking.
Well, about around here, we got
No, I
13
didn't.
plus willpower, plus
2, 3,
13
4,
plus
5, 6,
willpower.
7,
I got
9, 10, 11.
I got 27.
I am assuming that Lucky is not doing this with malicious intent.
Yeah, no.
Or, no, I mean, whatchamacallit, Uncle is not doing this with malicious intent.
No, but that is a 45 with very unmalicious intent.
So you said you had 27, Xavier? Is that with your willpower?
Yeah.
Hold on, Kat. I need you to move. Thank you. Okay, I have to roll lucky here real quick. Give me a sec.
No, I haven't.
41. Take 14 points of mind damage.
Okay, I got...
What you get?
Why?
No, 14. 14.
14.
Do I add any fortitude, willpower, reflexes to
No,
this?
willpower.
Willpower? Okay, so that is...
That's a 9 plus an 11. That's a 20. I take 15 points?
Wait.
No, because I rolled a 45. I take 25 points.
Oof.
My mind's now to 0.
gain one point of insanity.
Okay.
And you don't exactly know what the fuck this guy is talking about.
Well, that happened. So I'm at zero mind hit points. Does Lucky just pass out? This is how I play Uncle for the rest of the session. Lucky's just out.
You do not pass out, but Lucky seems to be in a daze. He's just kind of looking around at like everything, almost as if he was like ultra high on drugs. Like
He's just sitting there like, holy shit, man! I don't know what's going on, man.
Well,
Holy
I
crap,
snapped
man! Oh my
my
god,
fingers.
man! Like he's just muttering to himself like different versions of "Oh my god."
I just snapped my fingers in front of his face a few times, like, Lucky? Hello? You there, buddy?
Yeah, well, I seem to have that effect on people. I'm sorry about your buddy there. I could try. I don't think I can fix him up too well.
What did you do to him?
I actually did get you the right things for this under rune magic.
Oh, yay! Thank God. Rune magic. I'm guessing that would be touch, negation, mind.
Yes.
All right, so Uncle just kind of like walks up, and he's just like looking at. Oh man, you added a big buff to that one. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
When I added more points to Uncle, I spent some of them and I left some of them for you, basically.
Yeah, I haven't spent mine yet because I hadn't played him. That's 18.
Yes, Lucky regains 9 points of mind HP.
Oh my god. What the fuck just happened? Uncle just kind of laughs and he's like, well, I seem to have confused you. You see, I do this thing, and I try really hard not to do it, but when I get talking, I just don't shut up.
It felt kind of like that one time that you got really, really drunk and then for some reason decided it was a good idea to eat like a mildly poisonous mushroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
So true.
I believe everybody else is fine for the moment. I guess I should roll for Harma. He's pretty good at it, but dice. Where? Oh shit! I wasn't meant to roll all of those, but yeah. He kind of flinches and rubs his temple a little bit, but he seems mostly all right.
Yeah, that kind of hurt. Hurt my head a little bit. Don't know what you did.
I just talked. I have that effect on people.
But okay, that's not gonna question.
This was in effect when that triggers whenever Daniel, as Uncle, says too many things in a row too quickly.
Oh no.
So yeah. So
I'm gonna go get dinner's ready. So
nope.
I'll be
All right. So you're gonna be back in a little bit. Apparently, he's going to get dinner.
Alright. That's fine.
I guess. Hold on. Let me go ahead and send you all this in the dice rolls thing. That's what Uncle looks like right there.
Oh god.
It is amazing.
Yeah, imagine a like 6'6" Farmer McGucket from Gravity Falls.
Oh god.
Very, very well built. and yeah, has that straw hat instead of the one that Farmer McGucket wears. But yeah, pretty much everything else is pretty on point.
No, so except for the fact that I mean, you said pretty well built. No, he is fit as fuck. Like, this guy is about as muscular as you can be for his given body size, which is large.
Can I tell him what Uncle's body number is? Body rank?
Go ahead.
He has a 20 in body.
My fucking god.
Oh man, yeah, no.
You can roll his HP. Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Oh no, I did.
Oh yeah, probably. Oh yeah, no, it's nice. So yeah, he just kind of like keeps on. Uncle just keeps on talking. Is there like, is the Obaya guy trying to get us to dispel the magic?
He basically he wants Uncle to if he can put it on hold for them to have a rematch.
All right. I mean, I guess I can do that. I just kind of like wave my hand and cut the illusion. And yeah.
You know, as Uncle here, this effect is part of your Mirage Arcane. If you dispel this, Flamingo goes too for the time being.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped, because I was waiting on you to describe what the.
Yes. As he waves his hand, the town just kind of seems to melt away. The building is almost kind of seeming to re-merge back into the ground. And the people doing that kind of illusion fading thing. All except Uncle. You are left standing in a quite wide, like, swampy forest clearing.
Huh? What?
Oh well, you know, it was just an illusion. It's not like I really
Yeah, I
had the
figured
town of
that, but
Flamingo
the entire
here.
thing?
Yeah.
What are you?
I told you I'm Uncle. You can call me Atticus. You can call the people inside my head Cain and Abel.
That's okay. That's yeah. Your uncle. Oh boy. Okay. Rook is just kind of like trying his best not to freak out a little bit.
I know this was one of the ones that Rook was potentially interested in. Have I piqued your interest?
A little bit. Although he doesn't know that Uncle is the Arkham embodiment yet, does he?
Roll me a knowledge check.
Okay.
Let me also roll one. Or I roll my senses, because my knowledge is shit, and see if I can get anything different.
You're gonna need Pontifex Maximus for this one. Sorry.
Alright, fine. It's a 6. That's the highest I can do.
Alright. It seems possible. This is either a lot of different magics being used together, or it's one of the arcs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 14. That's not very good.
Yes. Like I said, basically, same thing though. You're a little bit more sure here. Like, this is. I mean, he literally embodied a town. Come on.
I glanced towards Lucky a little bit, and then I look back towards Uncle, and I'm like, excuse me, are you familiar with the arcs by chance?
Uncle, for your perspective, you have met both Ivan, and you're one of the only people who has met the Ark of Darkness. Those are the two that you have met, and you would know that is what they call powers that you already had before you died.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm rolling extreme control. Give me a sec. I mean,
Okay.
it's a 34.
Yeah, I don't think you're.
I don't think I have to roll for consume control, and Uncle lets it happen too. So.
Yeah, I also don't think. Yeah, your literal max for the defense applicable is 18. So.
Yeah.
Even what didn't allow it, you know.
Yeah. So, I've added a thing since I do have the Arc embodiment. Now, basically, from like you kind of see Uncle just kind of like nod off a little bit, and then you see a guy who looks a little bit like this, if it will send. Just kind of basically walk out of Uncle.
Oh shit.
And very respectfully bows and comes back up and he says, "Hello, I'm Kane. To answer, they did ask if I was the Arc of Embodiment, right? Have you heard of the Arcs? Yes, sorry. I forgot the question real quick. I bow, come back up, and Kane goes, yes, we have seen and heard of a lot of the Arcs. All of them. There's a lot of them. Haven't really seen any of them in a while."
Rook is just like, what the fuck?
Oi, mates.
I feel like this is like the 5th accent you've tried today. I'm loving it now.
No. That was just my greeting. That was just my greeting. I've picked one and I have settled on one.
I see.
And I'm not gonna use anymore.
Alright.
For,
I can totally get this. Like, it sometimes takes a while to pick a voice for a character if you're actually gonna do a voice and not just, use your own. You know?
Yeah, no. But Kane just kind of, basically says the same thing. Like, yes, we do know who they are. Why do you ask? Or why do you ask?
It's just a coincidence because we, one, you're very powerful. Two, we've met a couple already.
Oh, really? Who have you met?
We met Klaus and Ivan.
I fucking love Klaus.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. I like him.
Klaus is pretty much the only one that amongst all the arcs is universally liked.
I like Ivan. The other two, not so much. Ugh. Anyway, so yes, the stuff should be ready for a rematch now.
Okay, who are you?
I'm Kane.
You're Kane.
Over there's Uncle. Abel's
Are you guys
somewhere. Hope you never
the
meet him.
same?
Oh, no. No. We used to be 3 people, who are now 1, who now with illusion are 3, living inside 1.
You used to be 3 people, and then you were 1, and then you were 1 with like 6 other people, and now you're 3.
Yeah.
It's
The entire
Rook
thing's
just
a headache.
Rook just kind of rubs his eyes and like takes a deep breath and composes himself a little bit. And I assume you 3 are also an arc?
Oh, I think that's what they called us. Arc of Embodiment is what I believe we were called. So long
shit.
ago, even my memory's starting to fade.
Embodiment, eh?
I look towards Lucky and I'm like, a guy would have liked this, huh?
Lucky just kind of like cracks a smile. He's like, "Yeah, no, it's he would have loved everything about this."
I took
kind of just turn to look at Hephaestus.
Who's this guy you're thinking?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's a hell of a lot.
It's just, he was weird.
That's
Decent
saying
guy,
the
though.
least.
But weird.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, then I shall learn this art to teach him it. Because
Oh dear.
I shall.
Too meta.
I just like King just kind of looks up and he's like, "You want to learn? Oh, you could. Are you sure you want to learn?" And like points back to Uncle from him.
I'm
Oh,
sure.
are you not the holder of the Ark?
No, I'm not. I also don't know if I was supposed to reveal that. Like I just need a Nick censor button. Like when I start talking, just be like, no.
If I was giving you any information, it's because it is perfectly okay to reveal.
Okay, yeah, no. All right, good.
It's up to Uncle and or Kane and or probably not Abel's distinction.
Probably not Abel's.
Hephaestus would run up to Uncle and bow and saying,
Uncle's just still passed out because Cable's assumed control. Kane just looks at Hephaestus and goes, "The fuck was my bow?" Okay. And he just kind of like merges back into Uncle, and Uncle wakes up and he's like, oh.
You dozed off there for a little bit, buddy.
Oh, yeah, that happens every now and then. You know, the others want
Also,
to get
I
out and
met
have
your
their
friend
fun.
Kane. That was pretty cool.
Oh, you met Kane. Well, I always liked Kane, and Kane's pretty nice to me. We didn't meet him talk a whole lot. Just be glad you didn't meet the other one.
What's so bad about him?
Yeah, just be glad you didn't meet the other one.
What's so bad about him is that I play him.
Oh dear.
Abel's terrifying. So, back when we did this in the Hellfolk campaign, Abel was kind of like my Hyde, like the Edward Hyde, to where if I died, he got to run free and play for a little bit. And he's very, very not so nice. He's very much kill anything that moves on sight. Kill first, ask questions maybe.
He is kind of tempered down a little bit. It's the main reason why I'm sad that a guy isn't here. Because a guy met him
Oh?
and didn't know it.
Oh yeah, you were talking about this. Oh god.
Shit, so we gotta kill Uncle then, yeah? Just kidding.
I was like, you can try, it ain't gonna go well.
Abel has mellowed down a little bit over the 150 years or so it's been. He's still not a chill guy or a pleasant guy.
But you can have a survivable encounter, which is all that matters, really. In the grand scheme of everything.
That didn't used to be the case.
Alright. Yeah, no, Uncle just kind of like looks around and he goes, "So yeah, you met Cain and you met Abel. I mean, sorry, I just had like 6 pop-ups on my computer and lost my train of thought completely."
Be glad you didn't meet the other one. Was basically where we left off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, he ain't too pleasant. I don't really like him much. I just kind of like grabbed the back of my head because Abel just smacked me.
You do also know it's totally his fault that you're in this world.
Yeah. I am aware.
Hello, Uncle. Could you, teach me this arc of yours?
I mean, sure, but in order to teach you, you'd have to, you have to postpone the volleyball game. And I can teach you if you want, but Mama always said to, let elders go first. So I guess it's really up to you.
He just kind of throws his hands up and he says, "Oh, now you're going to learn another kind of magic to add to the game. I guess I'll have to too." He just kind of crosses his arms.
Alright, I'm back.
No. I wasn't gonna do it. I
Wait a minute.
wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it. I'm just gonna teach somebody.
He looks at you and says, "That's all there is to it. If you're learning it, I'm learning it."
Oh no, that's not good.
Uncle just kind of like picks up Old Bess and he's like, "Oh, they never asked about Old Bess." Huh.
No, we didn't.
It is. It seems to be a guitar, but with like some weird tubes instead of a neck.
Uncle bangs out the neck, loads two mysterious red-looking cartridges, pops back up the neck, and then fires into the roof. And he goes, "All right. So."
Wait, you cut out for part of that.
Oh. Uncle basically shot Old Bess into the roof to get their attention.
I see. The whatchamacallit, both of the guy and Hobart just kind of flinch back a little bit from the sudden, unexpected, sharp noise. Probably the only one of you that has ever seen anything like this would be Rook. They have magic-powered guns in Stella. This is clearly not quite the same thing.
I gotta go again, guys. Sorry.
Okay. But yes. Why are you shooting?
They were just talking back and forth, and so I wanted to get their attention. Uncle's drunk. I don't fucking know. This is pretty buck standard. Yeah. Uncle doesn't know how to interact with people. It's been like 140 years since he was fused with the arcs.
Ow! What was that?
Oh, that was Old Bess. So, pretty much all I need to know is, are we doing this before or after the volleyball game? Because if it's before the volleyball game, then we can, I don't know, we can do all sorts of different things, really. But if it's after the volleyball game, I think I'm going to take a nap.
Definitely after.
Definitely
Nice.
after.
I look at the drunken up times.
He will kind of nod. He will say, "It will have to be at least tomorrow, though. My team is very drunk."
All right.
Well, I guess we could do it before.
Mm.
All right. Uncle just kind of like waves his hands and brings up what looks like to be the University of Florida football stadium.
In Florida.
I know. I was just trying to think of like the football stadium that he would have seen that Uncle would have loved the most. So he just waves and puts together the fucking University of Florida football stadium. He goes,
Is it complete with cheering and or booing NPCs?
"Yes." And there's actually a game of football going on, except for what appears to be like the actual like team members, and instead of them trying to reach the goal, they're trying to reach Hephaestus and Obeah, and Uncle's just gonna say, "Get rid of them."
Alright, I'm back again. Sorry.
Oh, the short version of what you just missed is I don't know if Rook would have expressed any interest, but Festus and his rival from the opposing volleyball team have both expressed interest in learning this magic. And then Rook has created a football stadium, complete with football game, or not Rook, Uncle has created a football stadium, complete with game going on currently, and cheering and booing fans. Except for the game is to tackle the people that are trying to learn.
Yeah, I was about to say, how the fuck did I do that? Holy shit.
That was Uncle, sorry. I said the wrong name because I'm kind of drunk, but...
So, yeah.
We're supposed to delete them?
You presumably, if you are interested in learning this art, will also be a target here, but you were missing when it started.
I'm gonna save. There's two specifically that I wanna get my hands on.
I mean, so far, the ones you haven't met are Time, Heavenly Bodies, and Darkness.
I saw
You met the other three at this point.
I saw a sneak peek of Heavenly Body with Nick.
Yes, I showed Xavier a scene which I did not confirm may or may not be something similar.
Okay.
But none of you people know in character.
We use magic.
Are we allowed to know what it is out of character? Or what it was?
I mean, I could send you guys the scene that I showed him later, but effectively the minor spoiler that he got is that it has to do with portals and or summon.
Okay.
Intriguing.
Can we use other magic to delete these guys?
When somebody had to have the domain over teleportation.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can try using other magics. Can't guarantee how well it's gonna work.
Cool. I make metal in my
Uncle, these constructs of yours can be either as physical or as intangible as you wish.
Okay, so what I want is for them to be pretty much physically like intangible. You can't hit them, but they can hit you back. Because that's what it is.
For the purposes of training, I don't know if I could allow this in an actual fight, but for the purposes of training, I will say it's perfectly fine. You know.
Gotcha. I'd like to say the entire time, Uncle's just sitting there, like, with his guitar hooked up to a loudspeaker, and he's just playing. I'm not going to play the entire time, don't worry, but, like, he's just playing over it and yelling things at them.
Playing and giving commentary in song form.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Go ahead and roll me something. A something.
Roll a something?
Yes. Roll me Southern Hospitality.
11.
That seems relatively applicable for teaching, right?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I guess it does. Probably the best Uncle's got. I think that's a 12. Yeah, 12. Unless he does it in song form, then he can do Hand Me My Guitar.
Yeah, you can do it in song form. And keep that same roll and just tell me what
Oh,
your
son of a gun. Okay, sorry. That's okay. It's 1, 2, 18 plus 4, 22 plus 8, 30.
30. Yes. Despite his strange methods, Uncle seems to be a decent teacher. By the end of the first night that you have spent here, you near the end, the two of you, Hephaestus and your rival, are quite exhausted. But you're kind of starting to get the hang of it, not entirely quite yet. You feel like it's going to take a little bit more time.
Ooh,
But whatchamacallit, what are Rook and Lucky doing during this time? They're spending like several hours trying to do this nonsense.
Hey, bro, you want to learn how to play this game? I think it's called football. I just kind of like throw the football at Rook.
Oh god. Shit. Do I gotta like roll like a fucking body defense or something?
I'm not chucking at you hard. I'm just like legitimately throwing the ball at you.
like pass the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you whether Rook gets clapped in the face or whether he catches it. But either way, you're not going to take any damage.
I think it'd be more funny if he just wasn't paying attention. He just gets hit right in the face with the ball.
Hey, Rook, want to play football? What?
Ouch.
I think you're supposed to catch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out.
Oh, well. Lucky then just kind of like puts on. Would there be by any chance? I guess since it's my illusion, I could dictate that, but I'm asking anyway. Like a spare set of pads and a helmet.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely.
Oh yes, I'm going to join in the partaking of tackling Hephaestus and Obaya.
The reason Rook isn't joining is because of his first hindering thing.
Yes, he avoids exerting any amount of work more strenuous than necessary. Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, this is hey, question. If I hit if any of those, like, football team hits me, would that technically go against Can't Touch the Wiz?
No, these are constructs.
Okay, good.
They're the trees that Klaus created for you to train with.
Okay, alright. I just wanted to make sure before,
So far they have, like, all of them have noticed and avoided this. In fact, with Uncle's knowledge of rune magic, he probably spotted this fight.
Ooh, could Uncle take it off?
He could try.
Hold on, let me look at my rune setups. I'm gonna do...
Steel could have taken it off, you just never asked, you left again.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm gonna do touch, negation. Okay, hold on. If I do touch, protection, negation, and then target body.
Alright. Go ahead and roll it.
93.
My bringing Uncle in here was secretly just a thing to get somebody to use my enchanting system.
That's an 18.
An 18.
Which is the best I can roll with that right now.
Yeah. As you kind of attempt to remove this from Lucky, which, by the way, did Lucky ask for this, or is Uncle just doing? I know you're playing both characters here.
Uncle's just doing it.
Okay. it kind of sparks between your fingers, and it dissolves. Uncle will take 2 points of body damage, though.
All right, that's nothing. Cool. I'm to 71.
Real quick.
All of the arcs are pretty powerful, and Uncle is no exception. But this did kind of spark a bit between your fingers. Uncle would probably be aware. In fact, Lucky will also take 2 points of body damage,
Yeah.
and only Uncle would be aware. But Steel just did as well.
Feel like in like 5 minutes I'm gonna get an error message being like, "What the fuck?"
And he probably just assumed it was a muscle twinge. Good.
Well, wouldn't he see? Because he had the contract on too, didn't he?
That is fair. That is fair. He's gonna be like, that son of a bitch.
When Lucky notices what happens, he's gonna say that same thing, like, that son of a bitch.
Uncle would also be able to see the binding placed by the Cosmic Child. That one, as opposed to the thin twine, like if Steel's binding that placed by Hava was a thin bit of twine, easily snapped, though with some minor repercussions. This one is more akin to braided barbed wire.
Well, hold on, let me spend these 20 points here. No, just kidding. dump them all into my rune magic so I can get it off.
I mean, I'm totally okay with you spending these points as we go along here. Like, Uncle is basically an NPC. Like, don't metagame, don't take this off unless it's what Uncle would do, or don't try to. But you're also, just from the way it feels, from the way it looks, and from having contact with one of these types of beings since you came into this world, you would be aware this is a very dangerous thing to touch.
Yeah. Uncle's actually gonna... actually, not Uncle, but I think Kane is gonna pop out, like, right beside Lucky. And, oh, this is gonna be weird. He's just gonna kind of be like, so, that's a mock you got there. And Lucky's just gonna be very confused. I'm about to have a conversation with myself, aren't I? Okay.
Yep. Well, welcome to being a DM.
Yeah. Okay. So, Kane kind of just looks and he's like, "That's a mock you got there," and Lucky was like, "Was a mark," staring at his hand, thinking he's talking about the old rune. And Kane's gonna chime in. He's like, "No, the other one. You know, the big one." And Lucky's just gonna be like, "Oh, wait, what?" Because doesn't Lucky constantly forget he has this one?
Yes, you constantly forget about it, and also just every time that you think about learning another art, it just seems like a bad idea.
Kane just kind of like nods, understanding the event, and he's like, "Interesting," and kind of just phases back out. Lucky's just confused, looks over to like Rook, be like, "Did you what? Huh?"
Rook just shrugs.
Festus, since he knows Lucky isn't like a little training thing, an image. He'll just be attacking Lucky from time to time.
You use normal stuff against him instead of the training. It's good practice for switching back and forth. Uncle wishes he thought of it.
Kane's like, "You're too dumb for that," and Uncle's like, I know, just give me a break. It's my first time teaching somebody." lights up his tobacco pipe and just keeps going.
That is a good point, actually, that I just thought about. With you being, or the Arc of Embodiment, with such a high skill, you could legitimately, just, whatchamacallit, like, have, like, Kane and Uncle together.
Yeah, that was going to be my ultimate, was all three of them going at it.
Oh god, that is horrifying.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on my ultimate to be, and
That is horrifying, and I love it.
yeah, it's going to be terrifying the first time if I ever get to use it.
I'm not really intending Uncle to get in too many fights.
Yeah.
We'll see how things go near the end of the campaign.
Yeah.
Also, I was really hoping I could use my ultimate to show it off for this one.
I mean, if you want to show off, yes, your ultimate here.
Before he does this, Lucky gets tired and goes to sit down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on! You gotta experience it.
All right, fine.
Alright,
Let me figure out what you're supposed to be rolling here. I have to look at shit because I said I was gonna do this and then I didn't do it because I'm a horrible person.
yes, you are, Nick. You're also a horrible person at Fighter Z because I won 6 times against you. Take that.
I told you I have not played that game since last time I played against you.
You should get your
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, you all saw each other. I was like, Xavier, that was from so long ago.
No, I'm gonna practice so that when you come back on Monday, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm just saying.
Sure.
But anyway, yes. Roll me a 9-key 4.
Alright. That's good enough. Non-key 4, is that correct? Alright. That is very sucky. That is 12. I got a 20.
Alright, a 20. Lucky, go ahead and roll me your body defense.
He also gets blinded, right?
Yes. That is another thing.
Alright. Oh, that's Uncle's character sheet, which is explaining why I could not find my body defense. Damn it, bodies.
And for this one, I actually need to know the numbers both before and after your you add your fortitude.
10, and then plus my fortitude's at 21.
Okay. So you feel the heat wash over you as this new guy Hephaestus unleashes what seems to be his most powerful attack. It doesn't seem to do any damage to you per se.
Aren't I immune to fire?
If you yes, I totally forgot about that.
I just kind of consume.
While
It tastes weird. Like it almost kind of tastes like a coal fire. A little bit of a smoky aftertaste.
Nice. That's kind of like burping pat my stomach.
You are also, however, blinded for the next 5 rounds.
Fuck. Next 5?
Yep.
That's terrifying.
Before saying this, before doing this, Hephaestus says, "Fire God's wrath."
Are you a god slayer? We did not talk about this.
No. I worship the fire
Oh,
god
yeah.
of Inca.
Yes, that is right. You worship the fire god.
So he get his eyes go blank, as well as he gets surrounded in fire.
You, Lucky, yes, see, the fire washing over you does not hurt you. But the bright, blinding flash of light kind of dazes you. Like, you open your eyes and just all you can see is like after images and stars. You can't make out what's going on in front of you. For approximately the next 30 seconds.
Huh. Now, is this an area effect?
Yeah.
It is a fairly small one, but it is.
Okay, I was about to say, would
It's a
either...
cone in front of him.
Oh, okay. I was like, would either Rook, Haba, or Uncle and Kane, and maybe Abel? I mean,
I mean, this is, as far as I am imagining this, if you're like stadium style right now, it's only going to be the people on the field, and only the ones close to him.
Gotcha. I was about to say, because if he hits Kane, that triggers sevenfold, and that would not be good.
Well, yeah, but yeah, the area effect was supposed to be like in front of me, but then the sword flare, you know.
That's why I did it as like the options for area effects are all around you, a line in front of you, or a cone in front of you. I went with cone for this one because it made the most sense, you know?
Yeah.
So basically, like, it hits the people that you're facing, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, and even though you're resistant to the fire here, Lucky, you can feel it. It is fairly potent. But the extremely blinding light is by far the more detrimental effect here.
Yeah.
And by the time you blink your eyes back open, you and the construct standing around have just completely lost track of these two, and they're like all the way off at the other end of the field. You have to like charge off way far that way.
Look, he just kind of like running down the field.
Hephaestus is like talking the plan to my rival.
So you have a teamwork moment where you exactly the right moment tell him to cover his eyes, and he actually trusts you, and then you guys escape together.
Yes. Now listen, I get you're my rival, but let's get this. We're in this together. We are training together. And in order to train together, we must work together. Now, are you with me, or are you a cow?
Oh, you're very dramatic, but I'm with you.
Lucky just kind of like... Can Lucky hear this from his charge?
Probably, yeah.
Alright, no. If you're with me, charge my two-man army!
Uncle, roll me another teaching check.
Okay.
I just roll my can I just roll a 1d6 for persuasion?
Is that an 18? Oh no, that's even better.
1d6 for persuasion.
Yeah, I mean, he's with you at this point. You guys have been getting your ass kicked together for like 9 hours at this point.
It's 31.
All right. Yes. Everyone is inspired by this display of bullshit. I mean, this is anime after all. Each of you can gain 4 experience points. With Hephaestus and his rival spending 3 of them to learn best.
Well, I have 2 left.
Lucky, it makes more sense for you. Rook, I'm just going to assume that you're practicing like side hustling on these barely tangible NPCs.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yes, all of you can gain the experience. Hephaestus, spend 3 of it and add the Arc of Embodiment. Spirit, keep 1.
So to up an attribute, it's half that rounded up?
To up an attribute is half that rounded up, or half the new number rounded up.
Okay.
And the skill is just always the new number, is the points it costs.
What color would embodiment be?
I don't know, Uncle's got it marked down in kind of a purplish color.
Purple.
It's the same color we used for the anomalous stuff.
Yep, the same one that we used for Anomalous back in,
Oh man,
in...
saving that was so worth it. I'm
I
not
still
up
need
to
to figure
10.
out what Kane stuff actually classifies under in this world,
I
because
think because it's another
but
because it's another thing. I think anomalous would still be fine since it's from another universe. By the way, my spirit's at a 10.
I mean, but that's the thing is, I did convert over Abel and Uncle, so I kind of want to figure out what it would fall under for Kane as well, you know.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm not
fair.
really sure, like. I mean, honestly, his might legitimately just also be death magic, at least part of it.
Yeah, or like the retribution magic, because that's what a lot of his stuff is. It like death magic would make sense for Field of the Dead, and then
You know what? I like this a lot. We're gonna give Kane his own ancient magic here. Go ahead and just call it Sevenfold.
yes. But hold on, 7.
And so to up the health for that specific attribute, it's just the amount of dice, or the amount of d6s that it
yeah.
equals. Okay.
If you up your 8 or your stats, just roll that many d6s, and if it's better than your previous body, that's your new body. You never have to go down when you roll for HP. You know.
Well, I'm not upgrading body.
Well, I mean, that was just my example. Like,
Yeah.
like, you know, if you up your body and you roll and you just roll like shit and it's less than what you had before, you don't have to go down. Like, when you roll, you keep the better, either your current or the new roll, you know?
Okay.
I need to get more experience points.
The same way when you spend downtime to do training, you can re-roll one of those HP pools and try to roll higher. If you don't roll higher, then it just means that you didn't get too much out of your training. You didn't improve, you know?
Yeah.
Nick,
What's that?
how much does it take to make an explode?
2.
2 points. Which I believe, after learning this thing, you had 1 left before, and you will now have 2 left after learning the Arc of Embodiment.
Arc of
You
Magic
also
is
still have 1 perk left that you never picked from the beginning?
I think that was a very, very good spent 20 experience points.
Oh, I have to look at what you just did to Uncle.
Not Uncle. No,
You
this
have
is
20?
lucky. I had saved mine from like the past 3. My experience points. So I'm now at 10.
Oh my.
I don't keep all on Black Angel House, but it is a 10 keep 9 now. I exploded Arc of Magic and made it a keep 3.
Oh, nice.
You're now 2/3 of the way to being immortal.
I am, shit.
Or,
I'm working my way up there with you, but I'm not as high up as you.
Making my way downtown, walking.
Oh, and my ultimate explodes.
faces past.
I think you did that last time, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Don't sue me. Do-do-do-do-do. And I
Okay.
But yes, you guys go through this training, and just for flavor's sakes here, this final clash here, you guys are charging in here.
Roll
Roll
for
me.
initiative.
Hmm?
Nothing, I was making a roll for initiative joke.
Roll me both whatever attack that you have that you want, Xavier, and also a brand new Arc of Embodiment.
Can Lucky just duck out?
I mean, I'm gonna have you make a body defense for the normal one here.
Okay.
The Arc of Embodiment one is for Uncle's created NPCs, which I have set an appropriate training number DC for, assuming Uncle's not going full force.
Nah. Oh, damn. 18 plus... Oh, no, it's 12. Dang it. I thought I had to keep 3 on that. 12 plus 11. So 23.
I'm gonna borrow these dice here for a second.
Alright.
Hmm?
23.
23.
And my prior roll before adding Fortitude was...
Go ahead and add either reflexes or fortitude to this.
I did. I was just telling you the roll for before. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot. I just upped my things. I need to... Okay. Mind plus body, spirit...
Figure it out and tell me your numbers. Xavier, what have you got for a regular attack of some kind? And also, whatchamacallit? A Arc of Embodiment.
28. 28's what I got. Dang, my willpower is now a 16.
And mine's a 14. I'm so close.
What did you roll?
I'm doing my stuff.
And now it's time to again thank our sponsor, not sponsor, Fantasy Name Generators. Fantasy Name Generators is a free to use site where you can get all your fantasy names that you could ever want. You want to have a name for a town, you can find a name for a town. You want to have a name for a character you just made in 5 minutes, you can have a name for that character you made in just 5 minutes. FantasyNameGenerators.com.
Oh, you're filling in your last perk down here. I see what you're doing.
I thought he was talking to me. I was like, I'm very clearly plugging our sponsor, not sponsor, FantasyNameGenerators.com.
Wait, why are we doing that? Do I need a name for somebody?
No, there was just a silence, so I was plugging.
Okay, I was just watching what Xavier was doing on his character sheet, and he's filling in his last perk.
Gotcha. We can also take the time to, if you are not following already, do follow. We do this weekly at Friday at around 5 o'clock. I say around because it never starts on time. And you can check out the VODs on the Tabletop Geeks. And yeah. Website's Mosaic of the Chaotic. That's in the description. And our main YouTube channel is Lozban Geeks. And Gary and I don't... Do you have a YouTube channel? Why do I... You
Nope.
don't. But your friend does.
You?
Yeah. Like, how do we plug you, Gary? And I don't know. And Gary's friend, whichever Twitch channel that may be.
Shit. It's Gojirama. GOJIIRAMA.
You heard it there, folks. Gojirama. Go sub to him. Go follow to him. He'd appreciate it.
Check this shit out.
Greatly appreciate it.
I think that's all our plugs. I could continue just plugging random things, but Xavier, are you ready?
Xavier needs to roll his shit, but he's typing Flavor right now. I don't want to stop him because I love Flavor, but he needs to roll his shit. You know what? I will just roll it for you here. It's okay.
So I just got done. I swear.
I'm gonna roll it for you on tabletop because I've been asking you to roll it for forever and you're not doing it.
I'm sorry. I was working on my.
Roll me an while I'm rolling your normal attack here for you. Oh my god.
What?
How does everyone rolling for Xavier always just have ludicrous luck?
Yeah, but when you roll for yourself, it's gonna be shit.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I had a lot of luck.
I'm talking about the people who roll for you.
Do I need
Lucky you get stiff armed out of the way with a metal hand to the jaw for 43.
And that's with my 28 defense?
No, that's before defense. I just didn't do.
Oh, thank God.
I didn't do the math.
Nick, you just gave me a heart attack, man. Like. Oh shit.
Yes, you're dead.
You're not. Probably not.
Damn.
This dude with his massive muscles enhanced by what seems to be a fairly similar magic to what Steel uses. Just stiff arms you directly out of the way. You kind of feel your jaw pop a little bit.
It's kind of like, okay, hold on. That's gonna be... My body's down to 0. I get knocked out.
We'll once again go with the anime style because this is training. You flop onto the ground backwards. You've got like the cuckoo birds and like the little circles spinning around your head as you just get bowled over.
What do I need to roll?
Roll me an Arc of Embodiment with your new skill. Should just be 7, keep 1, I think.
Yeah, 17.
Hold on.
I got a 6.
Alright.
Hey, fools, I got a 20. No, I'm kidding.
The 20 on a keep 1. As you go to charge through them, you kind of start to feel what Uncle was talking about, or singing about, rather. And just as you go, like, the ground shifts under your opponent's feet. And, like, things just go the way they're supposed to go for you. And you make it through with several of the the individuals jumping and falling into false tackles and disappearing as they do so behind you.
Yo, this picture looks epic. You see this? Like, Jesus.
And then as you are just like, oh my god, this is so amazing. Both you and your frenemy rival now fall down on the ground. Or well, I guess roll me a mind defense. We'll see.
Oh. Okay. What to roll? And then...
Oh no, this is Hephaestus's first. I was like, oh, we're about to go meet whoever's cosmic person is the Ark of Embodiment, but...
Well, I was like slightly spoiled for you before. Each guardian has their own requirements.
Yeah, that's what I was...
14!
You all got to learn the Ark of Trees scot-free. Because the Cosmic Mother is real chill and laid back.
Yeah,
I got a 14!
I'm excited. Get to meet the next one.
14?
Yeah.
How much mind HP do you have? I'm checking your thing. Mind, yeah, you're currently at 17. You are actually still kind of conscious. You still fall to the ground. Your eyes are wide open. And you can kind of see what's going on around you. But your mind is somewhere else. And as I described before for Lucky, you kind of drift through space. When you next, like, you fall to the ground, and the next thing you know, there is just blackness around you with the occasional star that kind of zips by. Also there with you is your brand new frenemy, Obey.
Oh no, my glasses! Where's my glasses?
Your glasses, as you kind of look around, he plucks them out of the air behind you and slaps them back on your face. This is what the hell is going on here?
I don't know. But what I do know is that we fell. Holy
Slow capping from the audience.
What the hell are you talking about?
What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Help me! I'm really low on mind HP.
I'm not a goddamn healer. I don't know what you
I
want
know
from me.
you aren't.
You want me to soothe you and make you feel better?
No, I'm okay.
And help me figure out what the hell is going on. And then right as he finishes that statement, you guys kind of lurch to a stop. And in front of you is a very, very large figure. A very, very tall, perhaps 14 or 15 feet tall man, holding a staff, wearing robes, and with a very large beard and mustache, all carved out of glowing white.
Oh, hello.
You have come for my approval to dabble in things mortals should not.
Oh dear.
Oh, so we're being tested?
Judged is more like.
Ah. All right.
Oh, tell me, and tell me true, or I will destroy you now. Why do you seek the ability that you have set on the path to learn? The ability to embody memory.
Well, you see, I overheard conversations that my two people that I came on this island with, along with him, uh, one of their friends was trying to learn art. So
You come to this power by mere hearsay. You did not even seek it out?
no, kinda, maybe. I don't know. I've been
What?
doing the soul searching in a while.
And he kind of leans very close to you. Up close that you can see that he's not entirely pale, glowing white as he originally seems. There are some bits of a just slightly darker toned gray, just enough to give the impression of narrowed pupils and vaguely angry eyebrows.
Are you mad at me?
I'm curious as to how one could simply stumble their way into a situation like this. What
What?
would
I
you
don't know.
do with these powers?
What would I do with these powers?
He nods his head and just stares at you.
Well, normally I would. I don't know. I wouldn't misuse it. I know that.
He kind of strokes his very very long and bushy beard. He says, "Perhaps it is true coincidence then. Very well. I give you my blessing." And he taps you on the forehead, and you start zooming backwards through space.
As I do, I just wave as I just zoom.
I heard soup.
As you start to zip away, you just kind of hear him mutter under his breath, like an abandoned baby on a doorstep.
Damn. Get called out.
You snap back to yourself. Um, I guess now is a good time to ask, what are Uncle, Lucky, and Rook, and Haba, that's me, doing for 4 days while these guys are unconscious?
Oh my god, we are having a
Oh.
time in Flamingo. We're like partying, we're gambling, we're drinking.
Definitely playing some games, mostly with Uncle.
Uncle be happy to play. Forever and always.
So whatever game you would like to propose, I'm sure you guys can figure out some suitable checks to make here.
Uncle shows
mean-
him how to play a game. It's a game he made up called Poker on a Crocodile. And
Ooh.
basically how this game works is we both sit across from an alligator. It's just alligator doesn't run off the tongue, which is why it's called Poker on a Crocodile. I know. Bit misleading. But and you basically just play a game of Texas Hold'em. But you're on a crocodile. Or alligator, whatever the fuck they're called. And
You're embodying them. It can be whichever you prefer.
yeah, it's either or. You don't really know. It's shifting back and forth.
It's just a collection of Uncle's old pet alligators.
Yeah. And every now and then the alligator will just like roll over. It's like it's on like a random timer. And whoever's turn it is to like, you know, whoever's getting dealt in and all that, then they lose. Other than that, it's played just
How
like
did they
normal
lose?
Texas Hold'em.
You gotta play fast, is what
Yeah.
I'm hearing.
Yeah, you got to play fast before. It's like hot potato, but with poker.
Okay, I'm down. Or Rook is down.
Roll me something? I don't even know what the fuck you would use for this game.
My-
Either of you.
All according to plan?
Okay.
Oh, what would Uncle roll? Let's roll Kane's knowledge.
That's just unfair.
Come on.
That's-
I'm at least using the Uncle version, not the Kane version.
I guess, yeah, I would say if you use Uncle's Kane's knowledge, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's a 9 keep 6 plus 8. I'll use a plus 8
Jesus
one.
Christ. Okay, I'm not gonna win this, but
1, 2.
You've only got 2 plus 8s per day, remember. So if Rook calls best 3 out of 5, you're going to be out.
Yeah, that's right. Uncle, I'd feel like cheating to Uncle anyway, so.
Mhm.
And Kane's knowledge explodes.
okay, I exploded 3 times. Interesting.
It's okay, I rolled pretty shit. And it's a 9 keep 6, I think, so let me eat that out of the way. That can go. That can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I exploded once. That's a 24 from me.
$26.
Nice! I like to imagine the alligator just like flops onto Uncle's lap, wanting to be pet.
He's a little cute boy.
Uncle has a habit of keeping alligators as pets and
God.
domesticating them far more than should be possible.
I just kind of like throw a deer's leg into the crocodile's mouth or alligator's mouth, whatever the fuck that's called.
Alright, well, since I beat him,
Yes.
whatever that means,
Roll me.
is it gonna be just a d6 or 2d6?
You know what? Go ahead and roll me 2d6. It actually is applicable here because the first thing on Lucky's or on Uncle's sheet is not a thing you can learn anyway.
Gotcha.
Oh, 2 peas in a pod.
Yep. I mean, he can only copy magical stuff. So.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's 4 and a 5.
Oh, so 4 is he has the Absorb Anomalous, and 5 is my rune magic.
Add them together here. We've got a 9.
That's 9, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought he. Okay, never mind. I see
Oh
how
no,
it
I can only
works.
copy one thing at a time.
I see how it works. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He got Kane's knowledge.
By my counting, it's Tongue of the Ancients.
Huh?
Did I miss some stuff?
Oh, son of a bitch. No, I'm counting all my skills in order. You're just counting the magical ones.
Yes,
1, 2, 3.
You,
4.
you feel a strangely magical ability that doesn't seem to make that much sense to you. But it is called Tongue of the Ancients, and it allows you to speak to any creature. Even some that otherwise would not be able to understand any language.
He has the speech.
Okay. What dice roll is that?
Here, I'm sending it to you.
It is a keep 5, your max for roll dice.
So, hang on. Would that be... My spirit's an 8 now.
It
It
keeps
is
Does that
a
change
mind-
anything?
It's a mind-based skill.
Mind-based, so it would be a 7 keep 5 then.
Yep, 7 keep 5. And with the skill, without even rolling, you can speak to anything or anyone that understands a language. And by rolling and rolling high enough, you can even speak to things that don't understand a language, or typically would not even be qualified as sentient.
However,
Okay.
he does have to gain the limiting of cannot lying. He can't lie.
Yes, when you are speaking with the tongue of the ancients, speaking any language that you do not natively speak, you cannot lie.
Gotcha. Should I add that as a limiting?
Just add it underneath the ability, because it's only really applicable to that one ability. But
Yeah, I'll underline it then.
when you're using tongue of the ancients, you cannot lie.
Oh yes, I forgot about one of Abel's skills, which is just brutal. All of Abel's skills
I
are
got
brutal.
rid of fusion for that.
That makes sense.
A guy just cries in the background. All right, you want to play again?
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, I exploded 4 times. We're gonna see how this goes.
Yeah, I think I already lost, actually.
Oh, and that was a 4. So it's another explode though.
Yeah, I got a 24, so I mean, if your number's already higher than that, there's really
Oh
nothing
yeah,
you can
no,
do.
my 5/6s are higher than that. So
Yeah.
Oh man. Yes. So in the second round of this game here,
Wait,
Uncle
could I use
completely
Card
dominated.
Shark?
You could, yeah. I'm kind of surprised
Three
you
keep
kept that
2,
one over
but-
all of the other things.
Card Shark?
I guess it is helpful for your particular ability, though.
I mean, I guess I could use minor telekinesis, but this is with...
you could use my telekinesis to keep the alligator from rolling.
I guess I could, yeah. I don't know, what
Yep,
What
I mean,
thing
you
would
you could
work
use
best?
you could use Card Shark. You could add Card Shark to play the game better, or you could do whatever you want to influence the alligator-funded side of this game.
Could I use my mind control to make it flip over on Daniel's or Uncle's turn?
Since it's a construct, would it even have that ability?
I did give them mind, body, and spirit. It is
I don't have
it
enough
is
time to say this.
it is half Uncle's.
Yo, I don't have time. I don't have much time to say this, but I'm gonna have to do my work. I couldn't do much because of a problemo, but
I saw your message. You're good.
okay.
Just
But
call back in
I'm
whenever
still
you can.
I'm gonna be on the call still, but
Yeah, so just do your stuff. Pop back in whenever you can, or whenever you're done. You know.
all right.
I guess I'll try out mind control and see if I can cheat the game that way.
Go for it. I mean, that's the thing is, I mean, it's honestly, it's up to Uncle here. Like, what are the rules of this game? Like,
I have told you the rules. It's the same rules as Texas Hold'em, and technically he's not cheating with the cards if he's cheating with the alligator.
I don't feel like mind control is specifically disallowed in Texas Hold'em, but
Yeah, I think the only cheating is coming up to cards, but you have to understand that means Uncle's also going to be doing some stuff if he catches you.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, he is affecting one of your constructs at the moment. You can definitely tell that he is doing.
Do I want to do it then? Shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
It just depends on whether you want to put. So far, we have going non-magical skills versus non-magical skills. It depends on whether you want to put your magical skills versus Uncle's magical skills in this game instead. You know.
You know what? I'll take the loss on this one.
Okay.
I'll do one more if he wants to.
I will always
throw
do.
down.
You
We're
guys,
doing
you
3 out of 5. Oh my god. Yeah, you definitely want to throw down with this one. 5,
Okay, there's
5,
two.
8, 10. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just yeet that out of the way, yeet that out of the way, yeet that out of the way. Zoink, zoink. That's a 21. So, pretty good there.
$24.
Alright, you beat me.
I'm gonna say, basically, over this course of time here, you have it took probably a good portion of the first day for Uncle to explain how the hell this game works.
Yeah,
And
we're
then he
just kind of
probably
sitting here
beat you
like.
the first quite a few times. But then by the time you get the hang of it, with you winning in the second roll, just roll me 3 sets of 2d6. And I will give you your options here for things that you are able to copy if you wish from Uncle over the course of these couple of days.
Okay.
You know,
First numbers are 7.
a 7.
And it's also a 7. If I get matching numbers, do I re-roll that or do I keep it?
7 is the one. Wait, unless I'm miscounting. Hold on.
Nope, he's getting Kane's knowledge, but Kane's version of Kane's knowledge.
Yes.
He's getting Kane knowledge, which does he keep the plus 12?
No, he does not have the training.
Okay.
But if you wish, you can add Kane's knowledge as a skill, which is a 7 keep 6 for you, I believe.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay, I'll get rid of Card Shark for that. What does that do exactly?
So Kane,
It's kind of a mystical knowledge, a mythology knowledge, except the mythology is real.
yeah, and so Kane is he is the literal version of the SCP Foundation Kane. He has a photographic memory. He has a whole bunch of different things, and his knowledge is basically his photographic memory. And how it worked with Uncle was because Kane lived.
That is what Kane's knowledge is. It is effectively a photographic memory that comes pre-filled with like a couple thousand years worth of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is Kane now in his head?
Kane has the ability to talk to him. You're still primarily residing in Uncle's head here, but I will say with gaining this ability, Kane has the ability to talk to Rook, if you so desire.
Yeah.
Okay, and my last numbers are 10.
10. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Yes. That is, if you wish to learn it, his reaction attack.
Oh yes. Yeah.
What is that?
Can I explain it?
Go ahead.
Have you ever seen Seven Deadly Sins?
Nope.
Fuck. Okay, so Sevenfold is
It's not quite that, though, because you still take the damage.
yeah, but so did Meliodas if it was strong enough. But basically,
Wait a minute. Is it literally just like full counter?
it is full counter. It is 100% full counter.
I am taking that.
It is you choose to, instead of defending yourself, you still get to add your passive defense, so reflexes, fortitude, or willpower, whichever is applicable. But you do not roll a defense. Instead, you roll your attack back.
And it's
Okay, what's the keep on, or is it dice
a-
roll?
For
Keep
you, it's
seven.
going to be 7, keep 7.
yeah.
7 keep 7?
Yeah, 7 keep 7.
Jesus Christ, okay. So it's a reaction attack, but I just roll my attack for that?
Yes, you roll the 7, keep 7, and like you basically by using this, you choose to take the attack, but you also deal 7, keep 7 back to them. You know.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, yep.
So the he has one more, right? Because he's only gotten
No.
2 skills.
Oh,
Could you roll the same number twice?
oh no, he's letting me choose between the unless if you want me to re-roll one of the 7s I got.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it again, and I will give you the choice of 2 of these 3, basically.
Okay. 2 of these 3, okay. Okay, that's a 6.
6, that one's going to be, unfortunately, I think, useless to you. That is assume control.
Okay, I was thinking
Well, it could just be a better mind control.
I mean,
That's basically how it works. Was he took over mind and body and like a physical control of the person.
It is another type of mind control. Effectively, this one is touch based rather than ranged. Though you have to touch the person.
Okay, gotcha.
But it would be for you a 7 keep 6 instead of whatever your current one is.
I think I will would that be worth it? I think it would actually.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
more nice than your current mind control thing, but like significantly reduced range. You know.
Because my current mind control is 6 keep 3, which is alright. But 7 keeps. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Why not?
All right.
So what did he
And
end up
now
going
that
with?
means my ultimate is gonna have to be essentially the same, but I have to touch them.
So you, as I said, and I don't know which ones you were going with, but you have the option to learn 2 of these 3.
I am doing sevenfold and assume control.
All right.
Ah, so no Kane with you. Gotcha.
You're not gonna let Kane into your head, and
I
makes
don't want
sense,
that boy in
but-
my head.
He's quite helpful. I mean, like,
I mean, of the 3, Kane is both the least annoying and the most helpful. But
yeah, I'm trying to remember the alignment. So, Abel's chaotic evil, Uncle's chaotic good, and Kane's lawful good. Or no, neutral good. Neutral good. And yeah.
Alright.
chaotic neutral, chaotic evil, and neutral good. Kane is by far the most reasonable of the 3, at least. But
Man, I need to up my amount of abilities I can have copied. I'm already full up.
yeah, like I said, you gotta, for that, you gotta up your ranks in that skill, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna save some points for that, I think.
But yes, once again, you have learned some interesting things over the course of this time, and I don't know if Xavier is here or back, but I don't even remember what he went to do.
He's deafened right now.
Well, shit.
He's eating dinner, I think.
Okay.
He is technically at a birthday party right now.
Motherfucker, it's like 9:30 here, and he's in my time zone right now.
Yeah, don't ask me. I don't know.
I have no idea. Oh, But yes. Eventually, him and the dude whose name I cannot remember without fucking reading it. Obea.
Obea.
It will not stick in my brain. I don't know why.
That's fair.
Obea, yes. Eventually, both of them wake up. And they seem fine.
Uncle just kind of chuckles. And he's like, well, I didn't really know if you were going to make it, but I'm glad you made it. And it, like, hands him 2 beers from the Flamingo Tavern.
Perfect. Obea will take it and just kind of drink it. And we'll say, so long on the way back. Just kind of blink a few times and I'll say, I haven't talked to anyone in what feels like 10 years.
Lucky just kind of goes, cheers to that. You at least had someone in there with you. And he slams back like another one.
He will tell you, and I'll go more into detail when Xavier comes back. But he will tell you that on the way back, they were separate, and that was the long.
Yeah, well, I had to way back and forward by myself.
Yeah, to be fair, and yours was also way longer, too, than what he has described.
Yeah. Mine was a punishment along with that.
I just did a test roll on what I would get if I put exploding on sevenfold, and yeah.
38? Damn, that's like my territory.
I mean, you do it.
Sevenfold is the best. I fucking love sevenfold, man.
Oh, I can actually probably make some more ultimates now, can I? Shit. Hang on.
Yep, I mean, you probably have a whole bunch of combinations to flop in there now.
Oh man, sevenfold with the blood bending. Could you imagine that?
Yep.
If you like do self damage and then can sevenfold that out.
So many possibilities. Okay.
You just became very dangerous.
And I have 2 more slots that are just kind of taking up space that I can fill with some more dangerous shit. Because honestly, all the copied abilities I have right now are either 7s or 6s.
I'm just gonna say, you could totally combine Aether Melding and Assume Control to literally enter somebody's body.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Okay, I need to write that down actually.
Since he rolls Assume Control, would he leave a part of him? Like, would that be like the drawback to using it? I don't know how Assume Control would work with like another person.
I'm gonna have to figure that out. I mean, I would totally allow you to take that as an additional drawback to gain extra points on the thing. But
Yeah, no.
I could also
you
combine
could have a
sevenfold with
combo
either.
specific drawback, you know?
Yeah. I can also combine sevenfold with the heavy metal black plasma or the Mud Awakens that I got from Xavier.
Or combined all 3. No,
Yep.
you can.
I don't know if... I feel like that'll be an Ex Machina ability, and I don't have the means to even do that yet.
Yes, you know what? At some point, I'm going to give you guys the Ex Machina ability. It's going to be when we get fairly late in the game, but I'm just going to say, like, all right, everyone make an Ex Machina ability and, dump all these fucking points into it.
I combine every copied ability into one.
Oh my god, that would be ludicrous.
Especially because probably by the time we hit that point, you're probably going to be able to have like 20 copied abilities.
I mean, I'm looking at your abilities right now that you have, and I feel like that would basically be like you pretending to have the Arc of Embodiment.
Yeah, yeah, it kind of would. Shit.
Like, you could literally control and manipulate and transform most things. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god, if that ever happened, like he self-learned an arc. Shit.
I mean, that's kind of how
God.
Uncle did it.
That is how Uncle did it. Yeah.
I mean, it was more or less self-learned and more like he copied so many things that it started to eventually just encompass most things.
Yeah, so Gary and
It's kind of the path that Rook is on. I'm just saying.
yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah.
So Uncle's ability was called Absorb Anomalous. And it's a lot like yours, except for your original one, he eats the thing and takes on its properties.
Oh God.
Not
And
physical, but
he has effectively consumed so many different types of things that he is able to recreate things from memory.
Hell yeah.
yeah, no, it's scary. Uncle's just a scary guy. Like I,
Yeah, I'm honestly, out of all the characters we've met so far, I think I'm the most scared of him.
He's
Just
a little
like
crazy. He's a nice
even
guy.
the other two Arc guys, they're terrifying. But Uncle, him being not only three people in one, but also the Arc of Embodiment.
yeah, he's terrifying. I think the scariest thing about Uncle has to be Enter the Maze, though.
I was really hoping I'd actually find a way to copy that because that would be amazing.
So let me tell.
On the list, that was number one.
Yeah, this one.
Or I guess number three because we were rolling 2d6, you know?
Yeah.
But yes, it is this ability to drive people insane just by talking.
That's what
Oh,
really
God.
happened to the Arc of Time. Try to learn the Arc of Embodiment from Uncle and just went insane. Not from the extra arc.
She sat down and listened to him for 5 minutes, and she just couldn't take it anymore.
you may have just guessed a thing.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I had already planned this to be the case, and now you have just guessed it. So I'm gonna assume Uncle tells them this.
All right, Uncle does tell him this. this
This weird
sparks.
lady named Walda. She showed up at some point. She wanted to learn, and she went completely insane.
She wanted. Fucking. Oh my gosh, I forgot what was it. My brain just failed me. Give me a second here, everyone. I'm having an aneurysm. Stroke have me. Stroke have Daniel. Daniel have stroke. Call the strokulence.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. You maintain your mentality.
I made a floating dice tower. Look at that.
Oh shit!
I have the power of God.
The power of God and anime on my side. Ah! Oh my god. Okay, so while Nick's gone, I wanted you to learn Into the Maze. I also wanted you to learn my rune magic, because that's pretty dope. Shield of Abel's, another really cool fucking one. Field of the Dead, Maelstrom of Blades, the White Death. Like, I have a lot of cool, very terrifying abilities that you could have learned.
Maybe when I bump up my my limit a little bit, I'll come back to Uncle and play a few more games with him.
Oh yeah. Well, if you had taken Canes, I wonder if you could have done it that way.
Oh,
That
Xavier's
would've been-
back.
Oh, hey, X, what's up?
Yeah, that was long. And yeah.
Now that I know where he's stationed, I can just go there anytime I want.
Yeah, no, I don't
Uh,
think Uncle's
I'm
gonna
done
leave you
now.
I
here.
am back, and I heard Xavier's back. You eventually wake up, but not quickly. You are, after the guy pokes you, and you are sucked backwards into the darkness. You seem to float by yourself, alone, with nothing and no one, and nothing to do except for, entertain yourself with literally whatever you had on your person. For about 10 years. By the, by, and by the time you reach the end of this, you feel like you might be going crazy. You don't know what you're gonna do if this never ends. It's insanity. Why would anyone ever do this to you? And then you wake up and you sit up and you look around, and all the people that you remember from quite a while ago are just there.
Uncle throws a beer at you.
10 years. I'd catch the beer. 10 years.
Lucky's like, know how it feels.
The guy Obea kind of looks over to you and says, "Oh my God, that was horrible." And he like clinks his beer bottle to yours and just starts chugging it.
What was your reason that you wanted to get the? Wait. What was your reason to get the thing? Or the guy? Or what you told
He,
the guy?
he kind of looks off to the side for a second and he says, "It was so long ago, I barely even remember. Something fucking stupid."
Probably. The only thing I remember is how you told the guy something. That's about it. Anyway,
Lucky kind of like
how are you
peeks
guys
up
doing?
and looks around and he goes, "So who did you meet? Did you meet the mom, the dad, the cousin?"
Uncle would know this. It is the father who presides over the Ark of Embodiment. You met him.
Shit, I don't know. Well, it's the father one. I don't know who you met, but he kind of like tilts his glass upside down, like trying to get more alcohol.
You are the Ark of Embodiment. Your cup never is empty unless you think it should be.
Alright, well, fine. I tip the cup over and just let it, like, alcohol just continually fall out for a bit, and then just turn it back and then just keep drinking it. And I just kind of like look and I'm like, yep, he's an alright feller. He kind of like looks around, making sure he didn't like say something offensive.
Bad pipes up and says, "You knew that was going to happen and you didn't tell us."
You son of a gun!
Yeah. I kind of like wave my hand and kind of put them into chairs so they're off from the floor, and like put like 3 more drinks in front of them.
And see, as Uncle waves his hand, a chair kind of just scooches up from behind you and kind of pushes your knees out like you fall into the chair, and then the chair like slides along the ground and until it is resting in front of a bar with plenty of different types of drinks.
Meanwhile, in Fiore,
Meanwhile, in Fiore, I don't know, Nick, what's going on in Fiore right now?
I mean, I'm going to talk to Xavier at the end of all of this about what a guy is doing for
He's
just to
waiting
find
for us
his
to go
away
back
from the
patiently.
party. But meanwhile, back in Fiore, Steele is very annoyed that his only other enchanter besides Hava is off on a mission, and he can't call you and yell at you.
Why would
Guy-
he yell at me? What did I do? I didn't do anything.
A guy is just soothing him, just like, calm down there, old.
Oh yeah, guy's just yelling or getting yelled at for
Yes.
something that Lucky did.
You are probably getting the yelling at that he really means to be for Lucky, but he's just yelling at you because there's no one else there that's part of the team. But this is back in the in the present situation here.
You're
Yes.
lucky I'm a nice person, Uncle.
I wave my hand and move him out of Flamingo.
You
Oh,
find
okay.
yourself.
Oh.
I say, are you going to reestablish Flamingo or?
Oh yeah, I reestablished it during the 4 days.
I mean, at the moment we've got a thing or like a football stadium. Your ultimate has nearly the max ranks in duration. It lasts 10 days.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'll just boop him out of the football stadium then. And I'll just kind of be like, yeah, I don't really like it when people threaten me. I just get them on out of here.
Alright, yes, Hephaestus, you find yourself on the beach where you guys originally landed, surrounded by these green, or these orange ferns. Everyone else is still here in the middle of re-established Flamingo. Which you now know is some sort of creation from a place that Uncle has seen. Though you can't imagine where this place could actually exist.
Oh. Alright. He will try to find his way back.
You're gonna push your way back through the vines here. So what are you guys doing in the meantime, though?
You need to play a few more games. I can dispel everything and confuse him.
Rook is just right now kind of like staring at the ground, rubbing his temples, and like both kind of like in a headache way and also in amazement.
Oh, Bale will say, I should probably get back to the mainland fairly soon. I'm sure my crew has wondered when I've gone. They probably just assumed that I got drunk and wandered off with somebody.
Yeah, it's been. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's been about 4 days. You better get back. Here, let me help you. I just push him to right outside the illusion.
Hephaestus. Your brand new frenemy appears directly next to you. He looks around very confused.
Hello.
I said something about wanting to go back to town, and I poofed.
I assume it's
That's
about.
That's the same thing that happened to me, old friend. Anyway, shall we start our rematch?
Yes, let's go find our teams.
Alright.
He, showing off a little bit, dives into the water at the edge of the thing and just begins, like, jetting himself along, as he is a water magic user.
I make a little cannon out of metal and then fire myself out of it.
You know what? Fuck it, I'll allow it.
All right.
you have the clockwork engineering knowledge, and you also have both the fire and metal magic. You know, why not? Okay. You fire yourself out of a cannon. You are now hurtling through the air. You are approaching the land. What's your stopping plan, child?
I don't think he has one.
He's muted.
All right, Nick. So what's the stopping plan?
he crashes violently into the ground, apparently.
Yeah. He's about like halfway through the air, like, I really didn't think about this.
He just really wanted to one-up his rival.
You know what? And he flexes basically as hard as someone can. Let me roll all these explodes. Yes.
Just yes.
You guys watch him shoot himself out of a fucking cannon and crash into the island on the other side about 300 feet away. And he stands up, his skin gleaming like metal for a moment before it returns to a normal skin tone.
I gotta go.
Oh, you gotta go?
Alright.
Alright, do we want to wrap it up here before the rematch? Then?
Yeah. Oh, he has just disappeared.
Oh, well, okay. So, do us three want to wrap up the video?
I mean, this is probably a good way to wrap it up. You've just watched your new party member, question mark,
Party member question.
himself out of a cannon into an island, and then just kind of stand up and like wave gloriously.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Alright, well, this was a interesting development. Let's see, we had, well, a guy jumped out looking for a banjo. He lost himself. We ended up coming to the small town Cal Elam, which we don't know the name of. And then instead of basically exploring the town, we decided to go, oh, hey, no, fuck that. Let's go and see if we can figure out where this magic's coming from, because controversy in a volleyball match. And then we met Uncle. And he was just playing his old bass, and, everyone found Uncle. Then the two volleyball players, Obeah and Hephaestus, decided to be like, hey, you know what? Let's learn the arc of embodiment. And Uncle was like, okay, put him in a football stadium. About a day later, they're unconscious. And then about 4 days later, they wake up after having a really, really bad trip meeting the Cosmic Father. And yeah. Hephaestus shot himself out of a cannon. And that's the recap.
I feel like that should be on the recording version of this, the YouTube version. I feel like the name should be Xavier's new character shot himself out of a cannon.
Oh yeah, that would work. Alright. Well, for everyone on the YouTube side, do make sure to leave a like or a dislike or a comment being with a like or a dislike. And subscribe.
Do some shit.
Do some shit. Just don't do nothing. Okay? Till next time. I'll see you.